Coming up
on the season finale of The Real Housewives of Atlanta.
What's up, bro?
How you doing, sis?
We're going to talk a little bit about the film. We're going to show the trailer. And then we're going to have a special performance by Drew. We have been talking about adding to our family.
Oh, my God.
But Dr. Jackie, I thought I was 5 weeks, 2 weeks ago. Deucey's going to kill me.
I would really not keep involving him until we get to 12 weeks.
Late.
I think the toughest part, though, was having to tell Deucey
Something happened. He was like, what? How? And he just started falling like,
I don't rock with somebody. You don't rock with somebody. If you don't rock with somebody, I don't rock with somebody.
Yeah, there's a real reason to not rock with somebody.
Okay, so her calling me a bitch and then lying about it is okay with you?
My best friend, actually, they sleep in separate rooms and they both live in their best life.
They also filed for divorce.
Who hasn't filed for divorce?
Oh my God.
Okay.
This is bad. Real Housewives for divorce after nearly 9 years of marriage.
Are you ready to talk about Ralph?
Yes.
what the streets are saying. She's dating Ty, the basketball player Mimi's ex.
This is The Real Housewives of Atlanta.
It's buzzing, right? Oh,
Yes,
but you
it
can
just
take this
was,
out,
but
right?
it just stopped. This is The Real Housewives of Atlanta, episode 16. This is the finale. I'm saying this for the audio. I'm just saying this for the audio because audio typically fucks up and it doesn't.
And actually, we can do this. Take a shot.
I just took one.
Okay, well, at least click the
Dead right
goddamn
now.
glass.
Cheers.
It's the finale. We did
To
the whole
another,
season.
right, to another
Last
whole
year,
season.
we did the whole season?
Yeah, last year we did the whole
We
season.
didn't
We
do
just
Reunion
didn't
Part
do
3,
Reunion
bitch,
Part
so
3.
We shouldn't have toasted yet.
Right.
Because we might not do the second part.
No, but
bitch.
at least the reason why I can say that the reason why we are honestly toasting is because we did not complete season 12, a season that we really loved, a season that was our introduction to the YouTube world. So a lot of people feel like with that being y'all first season, y'all killed that season and y'all never completed it. Kind of made them want to come back for season 13. We didn't even do season 13 due to everything we were going through, everything that was going on in the world.
And we didn't really
ended
care
up coming
to
back for
do the
season 14.
Actually, we did the first episode.
No, we didn't because of how much stress I was under when COVID started. I was about like Drew's sister, right? Honestly, right? I was about like Drew's sister. With Jay, Jay watches movies like this. She is into movies that are apocalyptic movies and especially apocalyptic movies. Jay like zombie movies, movies that are about viruses taking over the universe and doctors and scientists.
And basically, he's saying he didn't think that shit was gonna happen, and then it happened here.
Right.
With the world shutting down.
Exactly. So Jay's paranoia wasn't on a level of my paranoia. I was more paranoid than Jay was. Jay was taking it like, you know, there was some little bit of concern with Jay, but for the most part, your worry level and your stress level wasn't high because of COVID. Maybe the things that were a result of COVID, but not because of COVID itself. It's buzzing again. So again, this is episode 16 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Art Imitates Life. Art Imitates Life. Just to give you guys a little update on what's going on in between the episodes like we do. Eric Fuller, the executive producer of the show, the showrunner, speaking of Eric Fuller, right here, he actually had to block his page and make it where whoever wanted to follow him would have to send a request. Luckily, we already follow Eric Fuller, so we were already in before he did that to his page. But he did that in hopes that people would stop harassing him. And Joy and the other producers who they have. Now, Joy's page is already locked. I've tried to follow Joy probably like 2 or 3 years ago, and Joy didn't accept my friend request yet. Not that I know of. So, because I have never seen Joy's stuff.
That's because Joy done caught the smoke, bitch.
Yeah, Joy doesn't accept anyone's request, but Joy's been there for a very long time. For a very, very long time. But they went to their pages and just really harassed them big time, just about the fact that the show was not that well and that they did not give Kenya a storyline. Kenya didn't have a storyline this season, as you guys noticed. This was a rushed season, and I kind of compare it to my 15th year of life. You know, when I was 15 years old, that was like a rushed year. That year, what year was that?
The season was boring. We're glad it's over.
Yeah, we are glad that it's over. We're glad that the season is over. We will try to give you guys part 1 and part 2 of the reunion if part 2 is not boring, like part 3 of last reunion was. It was absolutely boring. And we're going to try to finish season 12. I know we say this every time, but we're not making any promises. I wish we could. Make sure you guys stay tuned. After this is all said and done, Real Housewives of Atlanta, still check out our channel here. We will be still posting Real Housewives content, some Real Housewives compilations we're going to be posting, and Jay has a podcast coming out where she'll be naked and discussing sex, naked and telling sex stories. So you guys make sure you come over to the OnlyFans and check out Jay's OnlyFans. Make sure you guys also,
I mean, they're not showing here,
right?
But, you know.
Make sure you guys also check out our Instagram. Follow us everywhere you can follow us on Instagram. That is at the Urban Binge on Twitter, at the Urban Binge on Instagram, at the Urban Binge on Facebook, at the Urban Binge everywhere you can follow at the Urban Binge, and Threads. So fuck Twitter. We're not doing Twitter anymore. We're doing Threads. Make sure you check us out on Threads. Threads by Meta, Threads by Facebook, Threads by Instagram. Anyway, I'm Rico Bellucci.
And I'm Jay Bellucci.
Thank you guys for tuning in this entire season. Thank you guys for being so loyal. We get the same, I think, 900 people that come, and then everybody else that come are newbies. So you 900 people that consistently watch, 700 to 900 people that consistently watch every week, I really appreciate you guys. But that 400 mark is where it seems like we always get past. So it's really 400 of them that stick around, that always keep coming back. Out of 20,000 subscribers, it just go to show you people will subscribe and won't interact. They won't interact. They won't like stuff. 20,000 subscribers, and we only get about 1,000 to 2,000 views on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? Now, when we go well, we get about 11,000. But you guys continue to tune in. You don't understand that the more you tune in, the more you interact with us, the more we feel motivated to continue being on YouTube and doing things and posting stuff. So check us out here. Okay, we have more content coming up that should be very interesting for you guys, right?
Right.
This is the best series that I have seen or heard this whole quarantine.
So, scene one. Okay, first of all, it's not even a scene one. The show opened up with one of those flashback scenes that they did with Marlo and Kandi, and also what they did with Cynthia and Nene. We don't have to go get those clips. If you don't remember, you just don't remember, damn it.
Okay.
But the show opens up just kind of flashing through those two relationships from the time they got on the show to now, you know, and everything they've been through. Basically just, you know, rubbing it in everybody's face. I want y'all to know the editors and producers are not y'all friend, Drew. They're not. I know y'all signed a contract and y'all probably already know that, and we're probably the one that get it twisted. But just know that they're not y'all friend, because what they're basically trying to show is that the proof was in the pudding. What you guys are going to see later on in this show, here is the proof. The proof was in the pudding.
My first school of thought in this moment is to just withdraw from this story altogether, because the response from everybody else is going to be, that's your friend. Me and Quad are close friends. We're very close friends, right? What can I say about this? It's funny when you're just this close to the situation. People have the right to feel whatever it is they want to feel, right? I think that if anybody was part of an ensemble anything, and you got divorced and your ex was not a part of it, and then a season or two later, they bring your ex and his new wife on, and we're not going to sit up here and pretend like they brought Dr. G and Sweet Tea on. Quad being there was not a factor. The whole point of bringing them on was to see the conflict. Here is one thing that I will say, as far as Quad feeling disrespected by the producer. She's been doing this too long to think that those people will owe her anything. Let me tell you something. There's two people on earth you do not trust. That's a man and that's a reality TV producer.
So after they show us this little rewind flashback, we move into a transition scene one. We laying here on the mat with Cairo. Now if we just empty this out and just put me and Jay in here, leave Cairo there, and he just lay down just like that on his side. Jay will take care of the front, I'll take care of the bike.
Girl, fuck this episode. I want to fuck Sheree's son. Cairo. Now, I know your mama sued me, and that ain't got nothing to do with you. Whenever you ready, baby, you can itch and get your yaya in this marmalade any day. Okay. Girl, I'm just playing. I don't even know that lady's son, but I'd like to get to know him. Hey, Cairo, daddy. Yes, honey.
Brooklyn and her mom testing products on her hair. I'm like, why would she reveal to everybody that she's using her daughter as a tester right now? But, you know, nothing to worry about because Shamia's already let us know that Kenya Moore hair care is full of water.
Welcome to the Kenya Moore Hair Care Test Salon. Is this relaxing? Good.
You have to make that moisturize.
You're a very demanding customer, okay? Where's your money?
And my painting.
Oh, is this the product? It's nothing. No smell, no texture. It smells like watery. Water. Completely confused. All this time I thought you had a hair care line. Girl, I didn't know you had a bottled water line, girl. I'm thirsty.
Please, is this extra product in here or is this water for display? You know what? I thought we put out.
They say that I had a fashion show with no fashion. Well, Kenya's having a hair care event with no hair care products.
So, I mean, can't hurt that bad.
Right.
She said it gotta be moisturized, baby. It's gonna be moisturized. It's gonna be good and nice and warm for you.
We are not against Kenya Moore. It is literally a joke. Okay, next season we won't be so cold-hearted like a lot of people probably think we are. But
Kenya is not my friend. Kenya will not be my friend. I'm not a fan of Kenya Moore. I do not support her. Now, I'm not saying I hope your business go down in flames or nothing like that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just not like. I'm sorry, and I will test it out. I'll test it out and give an honest review. If it work, it work. If it don't, it don't. I don't have no preemptive thoughts that I would state.
Right. Is it a bird outside our window? It's early.
The TV.
So we did move over to Todd and Kandi. They're at the spa. And just to have a life like them, honey, can we just go to a spa when we wake up in the morning and let them wash our face and get us together, then we get dressed from there? Like, damn, Kandi just got money.
So the next part we gotta figure out is the edit.
I think Omar already has like a trailer.
That's good. And now we need to figure out this party. How many people are we inviting?
I want no more than 100 people.
Scene 1, Sanya house. So we're at Sanya house, and Sanya is, well, no, we're not at Sanya house. We're actually going to the doctor's office, to Dr. Jackie's office, like Funky done told y'all before Jackie got her arm and everybody puss.
Knock, knock. Hey, Jackie to the hand. You gonna have your next baby.
As soon as one of my sisters decide they want me to take them on, I can.
Okay. So Tamara explained your ultrasound to me. Okay. And we're measuring 5 weeks and 5 days.
5 weeks? That's it.
Is it me or Dr. Jackie got the whole Atlanta soda? Let me tell you something. Dr. Jackie got her hands in more coochie than a goddamn pimp. Ever since Dr. Jackie done been on Married to Medicine, she has just branded herself as the preferred go-to person to have your baby. Bitch, we don't take no Medicaid over here. Let me tell you something. Dr. Jackie office so full. I know when you call down there, that's one of them doctor offices. You ever had the ones that tell you they ain't accepting no new clients? Bitch, ain't that such a good place to be in where hoes can call you with good insurance, begging you to give you that money you talking about, we ain't taking no new clients. I know Dr. Jackie got to be on call every day of the goddamn year because as many clients as she got, they got to stay having babies. I'm sure she get it, Dr. Jackie, and when it's got, get some more, okay? Yes, child, please. And Curtis was supposed to love you. Let me tell you something. Curtis stupid as hell. All he had to do was cheat in town when you was at work since you was always there. He went wrong when he got spotty and tried to take this lady out of town. And see, I'm so invested in Dr. Jackie and Curtis, I don't spend 3 minutes talking about them and this ain't even their damn show. Back to the regularly scheduled program. My ADD acting up. Nevertheless.
Okay. So add Sanya to that roster. But somebody who she doesn't have, though, on her list is Marlo, because she kind of questioned Marlo about not having a child or, like, when are you going to have another child or whatever. Maybe she didn't notice who Marlo was, or maybe she just don't know the story behind Marlo, but I don't think Marlo can have children. I think Marlo has talked about this before. I don't think she can have kids.
Yeah, at Porsha little party or whatever she had about pregnancy and stuff, she revealed that she had let me just say, Marlo be fucking up shit, so it could have only happened once. But she said I had ectopic pregnancies with an S, plural, I believe.
Right. The fuck.
I was
because-
finna say something real fucked up, but I don't want to talk about her birth eggs.
Yeah, I think her eggs are fried and done. I think gonorrhea took them out.
No, they burst. Literally. She had 2 ectopic pregnancies. They burst.
I love children. I have 16 nieces and nephews. And of course, how would I not want a child of my own? Things that happened to me in my past has made that a problem. So I've had 2 ectopic pregnancies, and I was so mad at God for so long. Like, why me? Why?
Oh, wow.
And they had to remove them. So.
Wow.
An ectopic pregnancy, is formed in the fallopian tube. And so that would mean you can only have 2 because ectopic pregnancies meaning your baby started to develop in the fallopian tube up here in your abdomen and not down low in your uterus where it's supposed to be at, because your uterus expands as the baby grows. Your fallopian tube is not equipped to do that. So what happens is the baby expands, and then it bursts the fallopian tube if they don't catch it quick enough. And you only have 1 fallopian tube that is usable that will transport your eggs from your ovary to your uterus. So if she had 2 ectopic pregnancies, that means both of her fallopian tubes would have ruptured and she is no longer able to supply eggs to her uterus herself. So I don't know if her uterus is still healthy enough to house a pregnancy, then they could use somebody else's egg. But from what I know medically, if she did not have surgery to remove the ectopic pregnancy and save her fallopian tube, then she ain't got none. So she can't have a baby of her own.
Right.
She can have somebody else's baby if she used their egg. But
right.
I think it's super important to celebrate your second child, just like you did the first one, because my parents fostered an environment where I was kind of the star. My little sister hated that. And so from day one, I want to treat the second pregnancy like I did my first one, and I'm going to make sure that both of them feel special.
Oh my God. 5 weeks and 5 days. That's 2 more days from 6.
Dr. Jackie, I thought I was 5 weeks 2 weeks ago. Deucey's gonna kill me. He needs me to be getting close to his 9-month mark. I can't be going backwards.
I don't want to rain on your parade. I would really not keep involving him until we see heartbeat and get to 12 weeks. Late. We're really big in saying wait to 12.
So Tanya, to me, is very, very anxious. She's coming off as very anxious. She keeps going to get ultrasounds. If I'm not mistaken, this is the second ultrasound. I know that filming is spaced out, and I know that the way they edit this stuff will fool us. But it just seems like she is very anxious, coming off as very anxious. Marlo said to the nurse that she hopes Tanya doesn't have an odor down there. And I'm like, Marlo is just so ghetto. The girl is so ghetto. She has, that's so not classy. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't even know the word for it, but it's kind of embarrassing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Me talking about if I got an odor, bitch. Do you got an odor with your wolf puss down there, bitch?
When she said that and that goddamn nurse threw her head back, I said, oh, Lord. That mean that lady was anticipating we got Marlo, Hampton, and Tanya, Richard Ross coming in here, bitch.
Right.
It's finna be some shit.
So Jackie told Tanya to stop telling everybody. And Marlo said the same thing. Her and Marlo
and
were
not
saying
just
the same
Marlo
thing.
and not just Jackie, but damn near 99 percentage of women's don't want to tell nobody that they pregnant until their what? Second trimester. Say it again with me, everybody. For the people in the back. Yo, what? Second trimester. Why is that? Because then you know that your womb and your pregnancy is sustainable enough for the baby to be alive, even if you have an early delivery. Why in hell is you running around town soon as you put this clear blue, girl, I'm so mad I can't even, I'm starting to talk like Marlo, clear blue up your punani hole, and you want to come out with this positive screening and then start telling it, girl, stop. You know better than that.
Right.
She a woman of a certain age, and she know better than that. Because the thing is, what you and I don't know is that girls have pregnancy scares a lot when they having sex unprotected. Okay? That bitch be done miss her period for 3 days. Her period be late on the 4th day, and she be scared as hell. I thought I was pregnant, girl. I thought I was pregnant. But guess what? I thought I was pregnant. You know why? Because they waited. They went to the doctor, and the doctor said, no, you're not pregnant, baby. You're not pregnant. It was just a little bloop. It was just a little blip. Just a little. That's all. Just a little gas. Just playing. But
so sometimes an embryo or something can grow and die?
Yes. Sometimes the sperm that made it to the egg or the egg that was used is not viable enough to hold and sustain a pregnancy. Sometimes your uterus is not as healthy a state. Sometimes you get pregnant at the end of your ovulation cycle, and those eggs and your uterus are not in cohesion with each other, so that way you can have a baby. if you about to start bleeding in the next couple of days, but you just got pregnant 2 days ago, your uterus might not hold on to no zygote, to a fertilized egg.
Right.
12 weeks when we're out of that.
I was going to say that, Dr. Jackie, I'm glad you did. I want to tell you, you told everyone to so
I was too excited. This is his formative time, and he's developing, and he'll forever remember this. Yeah. But he's resilient. So
He's resilient.
Good news is you're pregnant. At 10 weeks, we'll draw blood and determine boy or girl. Yeah. Yeah. So
Scene 2. We're at Drew's home. She's in bed texting with Don Juan when we get here. And she looks so young to me. I wanted to say that Drew looks very young with no makeup on. Ralph walks in. He walks in hard, wide bike, wide neck. But he fine though. Okay, he is fine. Gotta give Ralph
I mean,
that.
I like a big head on my nigga.
Big head, he got a swole neck. That nigga got a sausage neck.
I'm not
Like
with
a,
that. I don't want no
pig
muscle
back.
neck, nigga.
Ralph is upset and he shows it all in his eyes. I don't know what's going on with him, but as he walks in, you can tell something is not sitting right with him. I think that when they start talking, what's coming out, it sounds like he's kind of upset that she's doing sex scenes. It sounds like he may not be being honest about what he's upset about, and really the underlying issue is that you're doing a sex scene, and I'm kind of fucking bothered by it. I think that's the main thing, and I think something about us Aquarius, we don't like anyone to believe that they're getting by on us or getting by with something sneaky. Because when Drew was talking about, you know, the sex scene and everything she was doing, 100 pages and all that stuff, he was like, don't you know I know? Like, you ain't gotta try to play me like, I don't know. Trust me, I know. We never want anybody to feel like we don't know. We know. You know, it's I don't know what it is about that we're that way. So I relate with him on that level. They also discussed that Ralph moved out of the bedroom. You was finna say something?
I was just about to say, Aquarius is be acting like they Rochelle from Everybody Hates Chris. Why am I the last to know?
And it's all over the neighborhood. I do not appreciate the whole neighborhood knowing, and I'm the last to find out.
My mother hated being the last to find out about anything.
Why am I the last to know?
Congratulations. You're pregnant.
That's great.
Pregnant? Well, why am I the last to know?
That's us. That's us. They should tell us what Rochelle's birthday is for real. Ralph moved out of the bedroom. They discussed. And what I wrote down is that I bet he's still beating that pussy up. There's no way in my mind, because me and Jay be mad at each other, and I may say I'm gonna go sleep on the couch, but I still come in there and we still do the thing, even when we upset. So it'll never be over with your baby
But
mama.
that's how men are. Even Jada just said that about Lil Baby, and it's just so crazy.
Scrappy and Erica, no matter what, it ain't never really over.
The dick be good.
The dick's naive.
So when the dick be good, you just have to get it.
It's more to the dick.
And that's it.
Love who I am. What you talk about? And all the girls just laughed right now and said, nigga, you wish.
Nigga, please.
Drew telling her husband about this video call was once again like her trying to rile him up, like she did with the Marlo situation, when in fact, I feel like he's smart enough to know that, you know what, let me apply whatever Drew does at home to the fact that she may be doing that with these girls. And if I want to smack that trick, then they damn sure want to smack that trick. Drew started talking and she sounded just like Porsha and Kenya. She told Ralph, if I don't like the motherfucker, you don't like the motherfucker. And if I'm not mistaken, Porsha has had a confessional like that. Kenya has had a confessional like that.
She'll be behind our back. What'd she say offensive to me?
Look, if I don't rock with somebody, you don't rock with somebody. If you don't rock with somebody, I don't rock with somebody. That's like just marriage 101.
If there's a real reason to not rock with somebody.
Okay, her calling me a bitch and then lying about it is okay with you?
A lot of people get people's face. I don't mean they want to fight.
I'm
But anyway,
not argue about semantics. I am your wife, and if I have a problem with someone, that means you have a problem with someone. Get it?
How's Cynthia here? I never said that. You were the one saying it's couple. I said everyone can show up.
Would Dennis ever throw you under the bus in front of
No. Dennis wouldn't do that because Dennis is gang. Listen, if I don't like her, you don't like her. You don't need to know why. I just don't like her, so we don't like her. So whatever reason I would have given, Dennis would have been like, yep. What she said, yep.
Porsha said that about Nene, and Kenya was saying it about Nene. But Porsha was saying, oh no, Dennis ain't gonna do that to me, bitch. He damn sure ain't gonna be acting like. And that's why, oh God, it was so messy. That's why we need to finish season 12, because that was season 12, bitch. That was so messy. Oh, Nene, I wanted to get you good when you said I love Mark, not his wife. I was like, oh, bitch. She was trying to get under Kenya's skin bad.
I think that Drew, all in all, Drew just needs to accept responsibility and understand that your husband is not going to jump on the bandwagon. If y'all are already in bad turmoil and in a bad space right now, then of course some of the things that you're telling him, he's going to apply what y'all are going through currently to the situation that you're telling him about. So him being an Aquarius, of course, at the moment y'all may be good, but in the long run, he's thinking about the fact that you may be doing more than just acting. You may be doing more than just acting. You may be actually finding pleasure in having this sex scene with this woman or whatever else he thinks that he has on her in Discovery. So they went to commercial and they came back. And I'm kind of surprised that they came back to Drew.
Right, that's why they giving her $1.2 million this season. I bet that's her salary this season. Because she damn sure.
Yes.
She done been here for 3 years.
She can carry her own scenes. Yes, she's giving it like Kandi. She's giving us Kandi, and Marlo may say all these things, but I think Marlo and a lot of these girls, if you're going to be on this show, do the homework. Once you get signed up to be on the show, it's time for you to go do the homework and look back at the show. If you've never seen it, because some of these bitches aren't fans. You can't really say Marlo's a fan. She's been on here since season 4. Phaedra, you can't say she's a fan. She's been on here since the beginning.
Right.
After so long, you can say you were a fan season 1, but after so long, you're no longer a fan. Candy's not a fan of the show. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, she was.
But I was after so long. She been on here for so long. You can say that her fandemonium was shorter than
not fandemonium.
Her fandemonium was shorter than her time of being on the show and knowing these ladies. It's no more a fanned out thing anymore. You get what I'm saying?
Of course not.
So that's what I mean by they're no longer fans. Marlo, anybody that comes on from this point, Sanya, Drew, fan. They could never say they don't know Nene, they don't know Kenya, they don't know Real Housewives of Atlanta. Akilah full of shit if she's act like she don't know Marlo. While Kenya talking about that this girl Marlo to Akilah, girl, get the fuck out of here. You know Marlo. Y'all know who Marlo is. Don't play with my girl Marlo, bitch.
Well, they had to kind of make it.
I know they do, because it looks better to seem like we're in a world where we're not famous in this world.
Right.
We are normal. But
right.
I mean, it's reality TV. Stop playing games. That's what's gonna make y'all lose y'all ratings the way y'all have done already this season.
And I'm not gonna pay Marlo any mind. Enough people pay her for her services.
Drew carries her own scenes. She is good TV. Okay, that is why they paying Drew 1.2 million. If they are paying Drew 1.2 million, I would not be surprised because they're giving her scenes and she's able to carry her own scenes just like Kandi used to. I say used to because Kandi do not be trying to show us their life no more. Okay, her life no more. We need girls, like I said earlier, who are low salary. You know what I'm saying? Bitches who new to money. True. Yeah, Rashida, these bitches ain't getting money like Housewives. When you bring bitches like that over to Bravo, Real Housewives of Atlanta, they're ready to show their life because they think that I'll get a bigger check if I show more of my life.
Like we saying, Drew got to 1.2 million. This is how we calculate that. Most of these girls, if they got a peach, they come on the show get around 400,000, 300,000.
After Nene them did their little coalition and got them more money.
Let's just say Drew came on, she got 400,000 a season for the first season. She came the second season, they bumped her up to 700,000, and now they done bumped her up to 1.2 million because bitch, they went up 300,000, now they went up 500,000. That's how they do with these girls, honey. They give them a boost for longevity.
And not just that, but also how much of the show are you carrying?
Right.
I think that matters too. I think they may get bonuses or something. I don't know, because there's no way Drew would not be getting a significant more amount than Sanya.
Well, Sheree asked Joe be trying to get that referral fee, bitch.
Well, I don't even think Sheree deserves the amount of money that Drew would deserve this season. I think Drew deserves more than Sheree.
Feel like that.
Not more than Marlo, but she definitely deserves. I think that the highest paid on this season should go Kandi. It should go Drew. It should go Kenya. It should go Marlo. It should go Sheree. Then Sanya. That's how I think it should go.
And then Monietta, and then Courtney.
Oh yeah, and then Courtney, then Monietta. I would put Monietta last.
Bitch.
Courtney carried more than
Monietta
Monietta.
Been on here for 2 years.
I don't care. I don't care.
Stop it.
Courtney carried way more than Monietta, y'all.
Monietta was on here last season.
Keep it 100.
Monietta was on here last season.
Who did it?
Monietta was on here last season,
Courtney
and she
carried
had
more
a
than
goddamn
Monietta.
professional,
I'm
so she
sorry.
was on the payroll.
If
Okay?
anybody was getting a peach, and we're gonna make a panel, I'm gonna make a poll. If anybody was getting a peach, would it be Monietta or Courtney? And I guarantee you, I have my favorite. faith in y'all, okay, that y'all would say Courtney
Let me
and
just
not
say this.
Moneyetta.
Let me just say this.
I do not believe it would be Moneyetta.
Let me just say
Moneyetta
this.
can't carry. She can't carry.
If we need another peanut in the gallery, then we can go. Then we'll
Jay,
go with Courtney, bitch.
Please, it's Courtney.
I've been trying to get with you. I've been trying to get with you. I've been trying to get with you. What's good, Moneyetta? What's good?
Really? I just feel like it's the peanut gallery. Everybody shares Kandi's brain now.
And you know what? Courtney is a bit old. Okay, we can say that. She is old, and we are trying to go younger. We're trying to go younger because the show is already so horrible that we know that if we get some younger girls in here, that they will be a little bit more authentic. You know, whether that be by mistake or whether that be on purpose, they're gonna be authentic. You're gonna get some real out of some young girls. These older established women, Courtney is definitely established and she don't need the money from Housewives. I don't think. I think that she's well established. Although Kenya did just throw major shade at her on her interview and say the girl was sleeping on the damn couch. Why aren't you talking about that?
And she said she put paper clips together and called it jewelry.
Lie. Her paper clip lie. That bitch is a shady bitch. I hate to love that bitch. I'm telling you that she's a shady bitch, but Kenya Moore is funny and shady as hell. Okay, she said nobody can take Nene's spot. Well, she damn showed the little sister to Nene. Marlo thought she was. Kenya Moore is Nene's understudy, honey.
Okay. Cause she can't be a baby Nene.
A baby Nene. Do you have anything?
So speaking of good TV, Ralph is good TV. Him being gone, I feel like will be sad, and I don't know if Drew will be able to carry her scenes alone with Ralph being gone. I don't even know if Drew will be able to carry her own scenes because Drew and Ralph together the scenes are very combustible. You know what I'm saying? With both of them together, it is, whether they're on good terms or bad, it goes left every time.
Right.
With both of them, somehow it go left. And Ralph is always coming off as uncomfortable in all of his scenes with Drew. He's always coming off as very uncomfortable, like he's not getting along or he don't really care for the bitch or something. I don't know who's sitting on Ralph's face or who putting it in his ass, but damn it.
Wrong with that. Installed in his ass.
He wants somebody other than Drew, and it's a reason why he don't want you, Drew. He don't want Drew. And I wish he would just tell the truth. Why don't he want her?
Yeah.
You can see that he's
That's
no
just
longer
it. He
attracted
just
to
don't want
her.
her no more.
He just doesn't. You can see it all over him. He's no longer, the attraction is gone.
But you know what? I think that him being a man, a lot of men sometimes, even if they do things like he's cheated allegedly and done things, even if he has done things, he still doesn't want to feel like he's the one that's abandoning the relationship.
Right.
Because then that means he's the one that gave up, even just like we seen on the preview for the damn reunion. We could talk about this, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we could. So the preview for the reunion, he said, of course, that's my wife. When Andy asked, is there any chance of reconciliation between you two? He was full of shit when he said that too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But you said that out of sheer just defense of your own ego. You don't want to seem like you're the man that gave up on your wife, but you are tired of the relationship. So just be honest about it, I feel like.
Do you two think there's any hope for a reconciliation? Of course, I love my wife.
You just told me you were getting blowjobs around the world.
Something that I meant to say. I don't understand. Drew passed Ralph the phone, okay, about the you don't fuck with her, I don't fuck with her part. I meant to state this, that where that come from is just the fact that, Drew passed him the phone to try to show him that everybody coming for me. And how do you feel about that? That, like, his reaction was very nonchalant. And I think that just goes along with, like we said, for some reason he doesn't want to be with her, so his reactions is being just what he actually feels. His reaction is like, I don't know what to say. I feel like you are a bitch. I feel like you, and I get it. And he didn't say it, so Drew can't fault him for something he did not say. And his actions didn't too much do anything to make her feel like, oh, let me get up and run out. I mean, he just passed you back the phone. I totally understand him at this point. I think that the invalid part was when he came downstairs and invalidated her by saying, what do you want me to do? Like, he should have been like, look, baby, I know you feel that way about it, but you got to pick and choose your battles. The way his response was, I think the way it was
definitely dismissive.
Gave, fuck your feelings. The way his response was.
I said, your feelings. My definite struggle is me not being able to share my feelings and feel valued and feel heard. Let's just not talk about this anymore.
I'll talk to them.
That's just not the response I would expect from my husband.
So Kenya, Marlo,
I'm done.
and Kandi
Ralph,
called you a
please,
bitch. What do you want me to do? Attack them and say, don't call my wife a B? Some things is really...
What? Nothing.
Girl. You good?
I'm so tired. I'm like, I don't even have the energy for this. So remember when Courtney at the retreat said she doesn't use that language?
Oh yeah, she says she does.
But his words were, I think his words were perfect. I think his words were fine until he got downstairs and Allison tried to check him and make it seem like you know, I mean, and you know what? Let me just say Allison was correct. Allison was absolutely correct in everything that she said. Okay, Allison telling Ralph, you know, that if that's how she feels, then respect that and take that for what it is. But I 100% agree with Ralph. You done called her a bitch before, and not only that, you hush and you worry about you. And Drew, you don't come down here and include your sister as if you know she's about to be neutral or you don't know what answer. You came down here to speak to your sister to basically show me that watch her about to be on my side.
I
so
mean,
why
that's why he
include
kicked
your
her ass out of the house anyway.
in the first place?
But guess what? I don't care. I agree with her.
I agree with her. She is right.
And she was probably right the first goddamn time.
She is right. She probably was right the first time. But the point is, this is his house, and she should have immediately said what my mama done said before. Or what you done even said before between me and my siblings, or me and my mama. You have said, I ain't got nothing to do with that, y'all. I ain't got, please, y'all. Because then it's going to be y'all mad at me if I take Justin's side, or Justin mad at me if I take his side. Y'all, please don't include me in it.
Don't call me and ask me. I will sit right here on the phone in front of both of their ass and say, look, please don't call me. I don't want to be in the middle of it. I don't want to talk about it.
Jay is in my family. Okay, all of my mama's side know Jay well. Okay, my mama treat Jay like a child. My siblings treat Jay like a sibling. My cousins, all my cousins, hell.
Doesn't use the word bitch.
Oh, okay.
She looked me right in my face and said she never said it.
Well, Allison, you've called you a bitch before. So, I mean, listen, it happens.
Let me help you. If she called her a banana, she don't like it. How about that? So if it's something that bothers her, that's all you start with. That's it,
Allison, I got this. Trust me.
But Drew's sister definitely shouldn't have got in the middle of that. Well, Drew shouldn't have put her sister in the middle of that. I feel like that's when you start drama. You know what I'm saying?
But she did the same thing with her mama. She told her mama, Mama, can you come downstairs and talk with her? And Drew and Ralph's ass got mad then too.
Mm-hmm. And the same thing she just did with Marlo and Ralph. You try to add people in to jump on your side, Drew. That's real messy, Drew. That's real messy. That's a spirit. Why you always talking about spirits?
What
That's
had happened was Ralph texted Marlo, and then he seen Scotty come to his goddamn house, big as he was. He said, you know what? I'm not gonna fuck around no more, bitch.
So, I'm sorry. Sorry, baby. You heard that? You heard that burp?
That was nasty.
Come all the way up. Sorry. Okay. But Ralph is feeling like, I think at this moment, Ralph is feeling really at fault. Like, the sister done jumped up in his face and she crying, why would you do this? Why would you ruin the day? Oh my God. And it just feels like Ralph, us being Aquarius, we're very self-aware. You can't blame us for something and not expect us to take a moment and look at ourselves. Like Kenya Moore, Marlo, all of them, I'm sure they're the same way. We will take a look at ourselves and be feeling remorseful in the room. You know, like, damn, well, I guess. And so at that moment, Ralph's face made me feel really bad because it started off as Ralph wasn't wrong. He gave her back the phone, but it turned into Ralph being wrong when he talked to the sister that way, when he's still being dismissive. He should have just pulled it in and not had that tone. The tone that he had was very dismissive, and he should have checked the sister or checked Drew. Don't bring your sister in the middle of this right now. Let's go back upstairs. But, you know, of course, Ralph won't be respected for what he did in that moment, like coming to Drew's aid, asking her, why are you crying? He didn't continue arguing. He let the sister just jump all in his face just now and didn't continue arguing. He just watched them as they go up the steps and put his head down and smacked his teeth like, damn. So I'm pretty sure that will get washed over.
Yeah.
No, they won't be worrying about Ralph. That would be so cute. You know, bitches be balling that up, putting a knot in that, going to the beach. Like,
What is wrong with you? Why can't you understand if she's hey, why are you doing this? Come on, just do it.
That wasn't really...
Bro, stop. Just stop. I had such a good day. Like, it's such a positive energy.
cold.
Scene 3, Sheree and Tiara are leaving the fibroid center. They look like they on Wesley Chapel. I'm like, Sheree would never leave the hood, will she? She a Cleveland bitch, she'll never leave the hood. Don't get stopped by the police and get a ticket with your speeding ass. Sheree has a scene with Tiara, and we have never seen Tiara like this. She is very gorgeous. Her makeup is done. I think Tiara and Sheree's children she made some beautiful children, okay? Sheree made, because Callie is so gorgeous. Sheree's daughter is so, now when they were younger, I used to be like, what the hell? Sheree kids
You know what they say?
Never Tiara. I never thought that about Tiara.
Two
but
ugly people make a what?
Yeah, but Sheree ain't ugly. Sheree is not ugly. That's my bitch.
She's beautiful.
Now,
Yes,
Bob,
she
on the
is.
other hand, we don't know what Bob looked like in high school. He might have been a tall, sexy stallion. We probably don't know that.
No.
If he always looked the way he looked now, then Sheree definitely was after money from the get-go. Okay?
And she was.
What I want out of this divorce is a lump sum, some 7 figures. I want to be able to maintain the exact same lifestyle, if not better.
Tiara said, girl, you had your boyfriend or your friend there and your ex-husband. You was doing it when you... I said, damn, yeah, that's true. Tiara ain't never lied about that. She was doing it. Sheree said Tiara and Bob are very close. Bitch, I said, insert Funky Dineva looking at the camera. Card. Cause I know the fuck you ain't telling me this too cool and that's not her daddy.
At his mom's house.
Why you ain't tell me?
They had a family dinner.
Tiara and Bob are very close. So it's not weird that Tiara knew about Candace before I did. Well, it is weird in the sense that we were married and he never told me about this other daughter. So yeah, they would know before me because I don't talk to Bob.
I thought you already knew this.
No.
Okay.
That's not her daddy and them too cool. What the fuck they got going on? She look that good. She look at it. I don't trust Bob. Bob pay for pussy. And Bob pay for booty hole too. So, and Tiara probably steal it by the pound.
I'm out of this, bitch. I'm out of this.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Do I look like somebody that'll pay somebody to date me? And Marlo said, you'll be a damn fool if you do. I know that's right. Marlo was thinking to herself, bitch, you know how much my pussy go for on the open market? Bitch, that's reverse racism. What the fuck you mean? You bitch. Marlo was like, bitch, as much pussy as I'm selling by the pound, you paying somebody to date you? Girl, come on over here and enroll in the Marlo Hampton School of Hoeing, accepting applications for the 2019 session. Yes, God, bitch, did y'all see Marlo face? Marlo completely broke character and was like, here, you be a damn fool if you do. I know that's goddamn right, Mama Marlo. You better school the girls. I was earning my man while I was learning my man. Something these young hoes might not understand. See, Marlo is my kind of hoe. I was raised by 90s drug dealer hoes. So I know about Marlo and her school of thought. Bitch, you ain't finna crawl up on me, near me, or damn sure not in me for the free. Everything got a dollar amount. Conversation, car rides, food, sex, come around my house, got a dollar amount. Sure do. That was hilarious.
Tiara said she already knew Bob's daughter. They met at one of Bob's family events, and Sheree was acting, like, girl, why you ain't never told me that, girl? Like, why y'all ain't never told me that? How y'all already knew this girl and you ain't never told me? But I feel like let Bob tell it. If Bob had a confessional right now, put Big Bob on there with his cockeyed ass, I think Bob would definitely say Sheree is playing stupid. Okay, Sheree is full of shit, and she already knew that girl.
Baby mama probably didn't find her, or she done found her real parents. I don't know.
I don't blame my kids for not telling me. That's not their responsibility. That's on Bob. Do I think it's up that he would never mention it to me? If he knew about it, then yeah, that's up. But that just plays on his character and who he is.
Men are so crazy.
Yeah, that's
they be hiding.
Another daughter.
You full of That's what you are. You full of Now take that to the bank and cash that damn check.
Scene 4, we at Kenya Moore Kitchen.
Right, and Kenya, first thing I wanted to say is, girl, what the hell happened to this baby? I look like Medea babysitted her for a day. That's what it looked like. It's giving Mabel Simmons was the babysitter for a day, and she got smart. Like, I'm trying to figure out what happened to this baby. Kenya, she is... I say this is the most gorgeous baby we've ever seen in Housewife history, but I want to know what happened to her eye, because if this was anybody else, Georgia Children's Services will be at their front door. So I'm pretty surprised, and I'm surprised Mark ain't filed something. I'm pretty sure he will now. He done seen that. You better believe there will be some new filings from Mark Daly in New York or Georgia about his daughter having that eye.
That eye will harm them.
I have not spoken to Mark about using the embryos. It's actually really scary for me because I don't know what his reaction will be.
Could he try to file an injunction? Could he try to make that a part of the legal case? So it's a gamble. I'm just stressed out about everything.
You seem to be on pin.
Whichever
like
he
that.
feel like doing.
If he ain't the one that did it. But I don't know. It's probably something that happened at school because we got a child. We know how it go. We know what happens. We know shit happens. Kenya dad is here, and we haven't had a full scene with him in a long while. Oh, let me say this about her daughter's eye. Last week they had her daughter on here. It was lighter than it was this week. Now we do know that some bruises will be light when it first happened, and as it heals over time, it gets darker.
Especially with us brown-skinned people. That's what
Okay,
happens.
well, I didn't know that. See, but I was thinking maybe they switching these things around, and this didn't happen at this day. This happened, but maybe not. I don't
Could
know
have.
how that
But
happened.
hyperpigmentation is definitely a process in which our scars heal. They get like me. I got a couple scars on my
Yeah,
leg.
you're right.
They done got
But
really
you light
dark.
as hell.
Right, but it's because I still have melanin. So that
You're right,
melanin
right.
has concentrated in this one area around the scar.
Yeah,
and
Jay
it's gonna
may be
end up
light, but
breaking
Jay
down.
black. Okay, light skin but black tail. Kenya dad is here, and we have not had a full scene with him in a long while. Kenya reveals to her dad that she wants to have another child via surrogate, and we know how her daddy mouth is. We know that he can be very smart mouth and don't give a fuck what he say.
Give Papa a good big hug.
My dad and I had a really rocky relationship.
I do not believe in women telling men what to do.
So what do you think? This is my new house.
You don't want me to tell you what I think.
But we're working on it, which is the most important thing.
Play with a little doll, baby.
We have been talking about adding to our family and maybe having like one more baby.
What are you talking about? You're gonna adopt the child, right?
No, I have embryos left.
My God, man, you almost died the last time.
About much like how his daughter is, she's just like her mom or her dad. I mean, her mom probably the same way as we see. She gave her up boldly and locked the door on her ass like, girl, bye. So Kenya mama mouth must be absolutely reckless. Her auntie too, because her auntie said, you absolutely don't have a right to go knock on her door. That bitch, that's the fuck she do. I'll smack that trick. Auntie Cisco with that bitch color hair.
Okay.
Y'all saw Auntie Cisco made an appearance in her thong. Yes, God, quiet as it's kept, honey. Even though Kenya Auntie has died like Rottweiler Biss. Miss Peaches, Miss Peaches, you better come in here and get this big old Rottweiler. I mean, Kenya Auntie. I love Kenya Auntie.
Kenya would have to raise this child, is what I was thinking. She would have to raise this child. If Brooklyn ever went to her father's house and she had a little boy, say for instance, a little boy name is Tony, okay, and Brooklyn is 16, Tony is 12 years old, 13 years old, right? And Brooklyn is going out for the summer with this man who comes over all the time, but this man never acknowledges this boy, Tony. Imagine that. And Kenya would have to eventually at some point explain to this boy that your father is
Tony,
Mark, who Brooklyn goes out with all the time. But don't do that. What would Kenya name up, baby? I don't know. I thought Tony. Mark? I mean, I don't know.
It ain't gonna be nothing else about New York, bitch. And Tony is too Jersey and New York-ish.
Not Matt, not Matthew, because that's too close to Matt. She can't do Walter. She can't do nothing close to Walter. I don't know. Maybe it'll be Mark Jr. She could do Mark Jr.
Girl, no, she ain't gonna do that.
But just the thought
She
of
might
her
name him
having
Morris. Morris Moore.
Oh, that's a good name. Bitch, was you being funny?
Bitch, I was being funny, but
no,
whatever.
that's cute. Morris Moore. I love that. Morris Moore. Morris Moore. Like, come on, Kenya. You can't. Like, Morris Moore. Morris
Bitch, I'ma need my
Chestnut, Morris
check.
Moore. That's
Don't
a cute
play with
name.
me, ho.
Now, you
I'm
did
just
that. No,
playing. I'm
that
just playing.
is. Kenya needs to hear that. I bet she would like that. Morris Moore. Morris Moore, bitch. That is a cute name, baby. What is Brooklyn last name? Brooklyn Moore?
Brooklyn
Daly?
Doris Daly is her name.
Kenya, no, girl. Kenya, don't talk about nobody being dickmatized and crazy about dick and crazy about a man.
Had this, you had a man just 5 minutes ago in prison that made you look like a fool. So I look stupid as crazy as dumb as I mean, girl, she's dickmatized.
That's terrible. Not at this big age.
Right.
The
You
name
done
is
named
child.
this
Girl.
child after the borough this man is
And
from.
it was everything
and
Nene
his
said.
last
You
name.
paid for him, girl. You basically begged this, had to have, because for him to be
and
done
y'all
with
bitches
her
be thinking
that
paying
fast.
means money. It don't always mean money. Sometimes it means your time. It means your
Yup,
sanity.
yup.
It means your everything. It means your
It
sacrifices
doesn't
that
always
you make.
mean money.
You
Yeah.
paid.
Kenya definitely did. He never wanted to be with Kenya from the jump. And you know, I used to think that Porsha them was being so mean, but it wasn't even about being mean. It's about what they knew. You can just tell. We never was around Mark, but they was. And when other people are around and can feel his vibe, he probably wasn't attracted to her.
They knew that was a play relationship. That's why they was all making a big ass joke out of it. In season 12, they was at the bowling alley and shit. They already knew it was a big ass fucking joke. And I'm sorry, Kenya, when everybody knew that it was a joke, and you didn't. When you got married to him in 5.5 months.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They
Be
knew
for
it
real.
then.
I'm talking about Kenya to shut any moment down, but Mark shut all that down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mark don't play. Kenya's very different when it comes to her husband. I feel like she falls back. Y'all over here talking about. No, we were just talking about how the dynamic is between Kenya and Mark.
Kenya and Mark.
See, they were saying how she kind of falls back. With Mark.
Mark does not play nice.
As much as I want to, I don't think it's the best decision for me to carry. I think that a gestational carrier or surrogate, as they're known, is the best course of action for me.
You almost died the last time.
I know, Dad, but they have surrogate.
Really?
Yes.
That's a good idea.
Kandi did it. Another friend of mine has done it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I just don't feel like it's worth the risk of not being here to see my kids growing up. The one thing that I haven't done that's a part of that is to talk to Mark about it.
You think he'll be against that?
At this point, I don't even think about that. Ultimately, legally, he doesn't have a right because when we did the paperwork, we both decided that I would own them.
That's what I just hope that Kenya, thinks this out and think about everything she would have to do, because this little boy is going to be pissed if you never tell him. So you eventually gotta gather the balls and grow the balls to be able to tell him at some point in his life that this is what it is. That's your father. He just wants no dealings with you.
I mean, to be honest with you, if she did end up doing that, he would probably be so.
She got to.
He would probably be so
relieved,
fucked up that he wouldn't even deal with Brooklyn anymore.
I mean, you mean Mark?
You're right. So,
well, do what you got to do, but I gotta tell my son.
All right, but I'm just saying that conversation will be a lot easier if he's not present in her life. Much like, what did he say? This is someone who hasn't seen his daughter in a year and a day.
Brooklyn's not going to want to deal with him when she gets older.
That's what she said this season, right? He hasn't seen his daughter in a year and a day.
Yeah, a year and 2 days or something like that. Yeah.
So it was
coming from a man who hasn't seen his daughter in a year and 2 days.
He was allegedly upset
at the after show.
Was it the after show?
It was the after show, I believe she said that. She didn't say that in the confessional. She just said that in the interview.
No, I thought that was when she was with Carlos King.
Oh, okay.
The first part, Carlos King. We'll figure it out. But if we're gonna put it
or Angela Yee, I don't know who the hell it was with. I can't even think of who it was with. But I do remember her saying that.
Because they was talking about Marlo kicking the door. He was mad about Marlo kicking the door. He was allegedly mad at Marlo kicking the door because she hadn't seen his son.
But Kenya basically debunked that to say that he was allegedly mad. Right. She don't even know if he was really mad.
By the way, please tell me your divorce is final.
I wish I could say that.
No.
I wish I could say that. He recently filed contempt charges against me. There was another issue that he cited where Marlo was kicking at the door.
Oh, shit.
And he used that against me as well, saying that I put Brooklyn in an unsafe situation.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was your reaction when you saw that?
I felt awful. I apologize for Brooklyn being in our bullshit.
Because he just start anything that he can find to say.
Right.
He does so.
And Brooklyn was probably nowhere near the door. What the fuck? It was a huge suite. Like, come on. It's probably a whole apartment.
Number one, no judge is gonna rightfully or consciously do anything to Kenya or use that to her disadvantage when
the door.
Anybody could have been kicking on that door. It was not a stunt. It was not something that she had planned.
Her neighbor next door who she don't know.
She did not start anything with anybody and then run into the room with Brooklyn. Nope. They approached her door just like any other stranger could have approached her door and started kicking on her door.
Absolutely.
And that's nothing that you can use against her just because it just so happened to be people that she knew. She didn't have any control over that, and when they were doing it in an excessive way, she said, if you don't get the fuck away from my goddamn door, I'm gonna call the police on y'all ass while y'all kicking on my shit.
And it's not fair, but guess what? If it was Mark, on the other hand, they would investigate it a little bit deeper, only because you are the more incompetent parent.
Right.
So was this something that was a part of your incompetence? So it may not be fair, but that's the truth. You're not the living parent that she lives with. So they would investigate it more if come to find out if somebody was kicking on your door trying to kick that bitch down while that baby was inside a Mark apartment.
Right.
That's a different story. And it's unfortunate, but that's kind of the situation I'm in. Somebody might kick my door down and it's not going to be viewed the same way it would be if she
somebody
ever
kick our door down, they going to get stabbed. Okay? So,
that ain't stupid.
And I got this for you. What for, my dear? It's still. Peace be still. Peace was still. Peace is made of steel.
Scene 5, we're at Marlo Hampton's home. Marlo is, she just announced to us, just let us know that she's the head of wardrobe. She's the head of wardrobe for Tammy Roman. I'm like, I love that, but did they just create something because birds of a fraud together? Birds of a feather fraud together? Because I'm not understanding, what the fuck do Tammy need a head of wardrobe? Like, did Marlo just come up with head of wardrobe for Tammy? She ain't Nene Leakes. I'm sorry, but I do love Tammy Roman.
Tornado came in, okay? The archivist is amazing right now. I'm the head of wardrobe for Tammy Roman, so I thought this would be amazing.
That's good.
I was on set doing a movie with Cynthia. Also, I was featured in the magazine Simply Buckhead, darling. So we're just growing. Hi, baby. How are you doing? Straight?
So we're at the archive, and Scott Lee shows up, and Scott Lee from some angles look fine, and then from some angles he look like, I don't want him.
No, he do look good.
And Marlo makes it clear that that's not her boyfriend, okay? I don't know why all these hoes be trying to play games. You ain't my boyfriend, but you can eat this pussy, though.
And?
Like, damn.
So, yeah.
You ain't my boyfriend, but you can eat it. Like,
there
what?
you go.
What?
If you had a label, that's where you finna be at.
Why?
Maybe a drink.
I make my own money. Why are you so upset?
You know what you could do? You could come down here, get on your knees and my.
He's certified crazy.
So last night, Garcelle called. You know Garcelle from the Jamie Foxx show?
Oh, yeah.
She's shooting with one of the photographers we use.
Okay.
I was up there all last night. It was a disaster. So we done pulled it together. Come and have a seat.
It looks nice. Oh, my God.
Never
See,
had been here now that we think
you haven't told me. See, that's how much you keep me in the dark. See how you treat me? I don't even feel love.
So Marlo is boasting about working with Garcelle Beauvais, which I highly doubt. I think Marlo kind of boosts her work status a little bit just to portray an image that she's not.
Was she boosting everything else, honey? So, I mean,
right.
And I don't fuck with Marlo and her stolen fashions, having ass, credit card scamming, having rich people husband fucking boosting, blowing a 60 credit card using dead people's social security number, ass. You know that bitch got a problem when you boosting internationally, and you know the bitch evading the government as well. You know good and goddamn well when Marlo got back to the States, she didn't declare that damn scarf or whatever the fuck she stole out the market. And the sad part is, you got the money. What you riding and stealing out the people's shop for, and you got the money, okay?
I don't even feel love no more.
Not true. Even though I'm not ready for Scott Lee to meet my two babies, Michael and William, he definitely can meet my baby little archive. This is the first time I've ever brought a guy who I'm interested in or dating to the archive. It took a while for me to share it with Scott Lee, but I was like, you know what? Let me tell him about another chapter in my life.
Marlo says she don't want him to meet her nephews yet, and I think it's because they're a little bit too sweet. Why are you laughing? I'm not saying. Why are you laughing? You make it. You messy. No, I'm not. I'm saying they kids and they sweet. They two little sweet boys. They very sweet. What are you saying? I'm just saying.
It's from the ATL, and when you call a little boy sweet, what you mean?
Oh no, that's not what
sugar in that tank.
No,
bitch.
that's not what I'm trying to say at all. Not at all. Not at all. That is not what I'm trying to say at all. I'm just saying he's Jamaican and they sweet. And I don't know how that's going to work with that situation. Cause you know they don't like sweetness.
Batty man.
Come on with team. We don't mix with bottom. Come on with team. We don't eat bottom on them thing. We don't fuck bottom nothing. Come on with team. Come on with team.
You don't fuck bottom, but you beg people do. You beg man, don't it?
Yeah,
batty boy.
That's not a batty boy. Oh, that's a batty boy.
Yeah, you're a batty man.
Yeah,
not every day.
But Marlo trying to stop. Why would you do that? Wait, Marlo is trying to invite this man to every event. Now that's what I don't understand. How she gonna say this is not her boyfriend, but she's trying to invite him to every event? I don't know if she really wants to be with him or if she wants him to be like an accessory on her shoulder, because it looks good, just like Kenya Moore did with Mark. You know, it looks good to have a man and to not be here single and look like a miserable starting shit with all the girls, don't have a man. You know, so it looks good to look like at least he's not my boyfriend, but I'm dating someone.
Marlo be playing dominoes, honey. She get all them white men and get a few black dots to go in between them.
Right. Yeah, that's true. I just think that it's, and you know what? Miki is the same way. She the same. Miki remind me of Marlo. I wouldn't be surprised if Marlo and Miki know each other, but Miki remind me of Marlo so much. Marlo remind me so much of Miki.
Oh, yeah.
I'm good. You're back from LA?
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the archive.
Oh, yeah.
First time.
Beautiful, man. Huh?
He's my friend that I'm dating.
So I shouldn't put him as Marlo's boyfriend in his lower third?
No. He's not my boyfriend.
I don't think anyone will ever really know how Marlo makes her money, but she might go out on some dates and maybe, there's money exchanged from those dates. And now I didn't say sex, but perhaps money is exchanged for her company.
He's a friend boy, boyfriend, friend boy, dating. I don't know. Not my boyfriend.
I'm sure she's used to faking it. You have to be when you date old white men.
But Marlo, we already told you what will carry your scenes. When Marlo get back on here next season, and before she get on here, before the cameras get to her, we need her chasing her mama down Pine Street, trying to get her to get in the car,
and feed
trying
the
to get her to
applesauce to Leroy.
Yes, we need Marlo trying to put her mom, spend your mom money on putting your mom in a home, putting your mom somewhere. Let us go see you enroll in the boys in school. You know what I'm saying? Like, Marlo should be asking for the cameras to come to her home sooner than the other ladies. Like, come get some scenes of me at home now so y'all can catch me enrolling them and see the boys getting home from school and shit like that.
And
if it
maybe
matters
you can
to her
help your
that
mama
much.
out and y'all could trade teeth at least, because the men you work with, they know they used to girls with no teeth anyway.
Right. Go get your mama. Okay, so.
Hi, Mom. Look at your lipstick. Okay, and where's your teeth? Mom, you are so pretty, as always. Now, what the heck happened to your teeth now?
I accidentally threw them away.
$5,000 gone.
Yeah, accidentally.
I went and bought her teeth, and now they're in a garbage can in West Memphis, Arkansas. We're gonna have to get somebody to get you some veneers. It's all right, it don't matter. It's still beautiful.
Scene 6. Drew at counseling with Dr. Ken, Ralph's cuddy buddy. I told y'all that last year. Dr. Ken give me feminine, okay? He give me feminine. he give me feminine. That's what he give me. Dr. Ken, and listen, I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm telling you the vibe I get from him. It may be funny, but I'm telling you the vibe I get from him. The vibe I get from him is feminine, okay? But they're here with Dr. Ken, and Ralph agrees to go see the counselor. As we already know, Drew already announced to the ladies, because she talked too damn much about her relationship, at least, especially. She let everybody know that Ralph left counseling, which just leaves the door open for the ladies to judge him and come up with conclusions and say things. It leaves the door open for them to say things about Ralph.
She done did it a lot, like they did in the preview for the reunion. That's what I'm saying. She's talking, I don't understand why you're here.
Hey, Ralph. Good to see you. Nice to see you also.
I don't know why you're here.
Do you two think there's any hope for a reconciliation? Of course, I love my wife.
You just told me you were getting blowjobs around the world.
Right.
Why are you saying that to your husband in front of a lot of bitches that don't want to do nothing but see you squirm?
Exactly. Thank you. So Ralph agreed to come, and I think that him being here is a gimmick. He doesn't want to be here, like we already said. He really doesn't want to be here. Ralph knew Drew was trying to argue. Drew was trying to argue and say, he said, that's why I made changes. She said, what changes? He said, I moved out the room. He was prepared for that comeback because he know his wife already. He know how she is. So he knew that if I say that, she's going to say what changes, and I'm going to say, I moved out the room. Boom, there you go. I'm out of the room because of your ways. That's what he was trying to throw in her face. He was trying to prove a point and make her realize I'm out of the room because I'm sick and tired of you and this right here. I don't know what Drew is doing. Ralph is not really fully being transparent about why he is so tired of Drew, but there is something there, the reason why he's so tired of Drew. And I can't say his nonchalant has anything to do with Drew, but his nonchalant may have something to do with why Drew is tired of him, because his nonchalantness is just something that Aquariuses are, especially Aquarius men. We're very nonchalant, and in this moment right now, he is being a nonchalant, very nonchalant Aquarius in this moment.
I feel like Ralph and I have been here time and time again, and honestly, our fight wasn't so much about Courtney. This was just another pattern of our relationship. Because every time I do try to express my feelings, things go extremely left.
This has been a journey.
Ralph hasn't been present for marriage counseling.
It hasn't been collectively between you and I, but I've been working on myself. Think about the changes that I've been making.
What changes?
I left the room.
Ralph has moved out of the bedroom, and we're not even sharing the same space. So very disconnected.
Me too. And I'm getting to a place to where, where I can feel more liberated, more free, and be able to smell the roses and the fruits of my labor. I have not really taken advantage of that. Actually, me leaving hasn't been just because I want to just leave. It was so Drew can be comfortable and I can be comfortable. And it actually has worked out.
He's being emotionally absent.
Yes, he is. But we didn't really write much down for this scene because it's the same old. Drew and Ralph going through a lot. Great scenes, you know, something to talk about when there's something to talk about. But when it's the same argument, same thing, then it's kind of like, you know, redundant. But it seems that Drew wants this marriage to continue, at least here when the cameras are rolling. It looks like to us that she wants the right. But behind these cameras and looking here before our eyes, Ralph is giving he don't want to be in it. So I highly doubt when the cameras are down, he's acting like different. Right. So I think that there's room for Drew to be acting different, but for Ralph, I doubt that when the cameras are away, he's doing anything different than what he's doing now. Hence Tampa. Anyway.
Where did you go? If you don't feel like you need to tell me where you went, then we can dead end it right there.
Dead end what?
This conversation.
Me telling you where I am, what does that solve?
If there's an emergency or anything that happens, I should know where my husband is. We all thought you were downstairs. I got you dinner. I'm banging on the door. How do I not know my husband left the house?
Actually, they sleep in separate rooms and it's all good. They've been married longer than we have, and they sleep in separate rooms and they both live in their best life.
They also filed for divorce.
Who hasn't filed for divorce?
Clearly what I just observed.
By sleeping in another room, it allows me to get the sleep I need. I can wake up refreshed and stay by myself and reflect.
Ralph, at this point, is avoiding deflecting because he has not come back to the room. I've definitely wrapped the movie. I'm willing to turn the heat down. Now he's saying liberation. At this point, he's liable to say anything and everything, and it's not making sense.
Transition to, we start out at Kandi's.
Yes, he says 200 people that RSVP'd. I don't know why she would send the invite to more than 200 people. How's RSVP go? Oh, RSVP is just who wants to go through the line faster and all that kind of shit.
Chad, is you coming or not? Are you coming? Are you responding to the invitation and saying, yes, I'm going to be there?
Well, why did they send that many invites out if they didn't want nothing but 100? Todd said
because
he wanted they expected 109 or something, somebody said.
When you send out RSVP, you don't expect everybody to say yeah.
Yeah.
You playing
Atlanta is hot, baby. Event going on in Atlanta, you want to be there. Am I wrong?
Well, especially Kandi.
Especially Kandi the Burruss. Yes, that's true. Todd Tucker Production. Yes, you want to be there. And they say camera's gonna be there. Shit. Yeah. Brooklyn is helping her daughter pick out an outfit for tonight.
Brooklyn?
Yep, Brooklyn is helping her daughter pick out an outfit for tonight. Because Kenya is the child and Brooklyn is the daughter.
Cute, but it's also gonna be a lot of people.
How many people RSVP?
200.
Wow.
I don't want no more than 100 people.
You lying.
Brooklyn, can you help me pick out an outfit? You want this one? I think you like sparkles. Okay. I guess you're down here? Okay, thank you.
Sheree's daughter, Callie, is here. I'm so glad Sheree's showing us more and more of her kids, because in her first 2-3 seasons, Sheree was not trying to show them kids that often. The one needed a haircut and the other one needed lint out of her braids. The carpet pieces and shit was in Callie braids. But look at her now,
bitch. She wasn't getting that child support from Bob, honey.
Look at her now, bitch. She done glowed up. Callie is gorgeous, very gorgeous. Look none like her daddy, but look everything like her grandmama.
She got her daddy's skin tone though.
You know what? Sheree's sister is so pretty. That's who Callie look like. Callie don't really look like her mama to me. She look more like Sheree's sister to me. The one that was sitting at that acupuncture thing. She just don't look like a light version of her. The shape of her face is kind of like her grandmother's.
Sparkles. Okay. I guess you're down here? Okay, thank you.
Callie, what you got for me?
I know your closet like inside and out.
I know, because you are always in there taking my stuff.
Oh, you got another bag?
Marcille got this.
Marcille has good taste, surprisingly.
Scene 7, Juicidor arrives, okay? Juicidor arrives, and I'm just like, first of all, Drew, I hate this hair, okay? This big regal hair. Some regal hair is good, some regal hair is too much, okay? This regal hair is good regal hair. Some regal hair is not good regal hair.
This is ghetto fabulous.
Kenya and Kandi shows up. They look great. Tiny shows up, and Kenya made me feel like, okay, Kenya, you're doing a little bit too much. How the fuck Kenya gonna say, hey, baby, to this girl, knowing this girl this short? It's giving you meant, hey, baby, like you said, hey, baby, like literally, hey, baby. I'm like, Kenya, don't treat her like she a kid when she already this damn small. She's small as hell.
I said, Kandi doing all this for Drew, and Drew treating her the way she treated her, talking about she don't want to do
the entire season.
No goddamn lifetime and all this, and I just
calling her a liar instead of taking all that energy and putting it on Toya. Don't put it on Kandi. If Kandi saying she saw what she saw and Toya saying that it did happen, then why put all the smoke on Kandi like that and not go take it to Toya? and this lady got you singing at her event where you possibly could get some exposure and your song will be heard more. She didn't have to do that. So you are right. Kandi's doing things for her when she's being nasty towards her. You're right about that. Ross is fine as hell, okay? Ross and Ralph, both of them fine as hell. I get their name mixed up, but they both fine as hell. Cynthia shows up with a date, but she let us know that he is 60. He is not one of her dates. He one of the girls. So stop getting him mixed up with her model boo. Her bald head model boo. Shadina shows up, which is Kandi's surrogate, and she shows up pregnant. I want to just tell everybody that if you seen Shadina here pregnant, that was with Shamia's baby. That's why she showed up with Shamia. She was pregnant with Shamia baby, correct? And Shamia, speaking of Shamia, she looks great in this bodysuit. This bodysuit on Shamia, oh my God, Jay, what you say? That's why she had Shadina carry the baby?
She's trying to keep that body right. She said, bitch, I ain't finna fuck this up a second time. Honey.
Joyce shows up with her own intro music, honey. They showed Joyce, they let Joyce come in. And Shamia, everybody, they did a little quick, come on in the door, come on in the door. Joyce, they had her walking down the sidewalk. They did a whole B-roll for Joyce, honey.
Right.
Did a whole B-roll. I will. They should have played all her little voiceovers, all her little fights and stuff.
Well, I can choke you.
Right. You know you ain't supposed to introduce two people with a big head. Ain't that what she said?
And he said he was gonna blow you the fuck up.
Right.
I haven't seen you so long after you. I've been stuck in my stomach. I've been super tired. I've been having like this like cramping a little bit. Still.
Joyce is messy though. When she walked in, she tried to ask Cynthia. First of all, she tried to ask Cynthia. I said Cynthia. Yeah, Sanya, Cynthia.
Senior.
Right. Cynthia, Sanya, and Senior, right. She tried to ask this lady, and you know what? Let me say, we ain't seen Joyce but twice this season. Y'all not giving it to us. That's what I'm saying. Carlos King would have had Joyce on here the whole every scene, Kandi scene would have had Joyce in it. Damn it. Now I know we did need a little break from Joyce, but thank y'all for giving us Joyce a little break. Bring Joyce back. We want to see more of Joyce, honey. Maybe the season would have been a little bit more sparky if Joyce was on here. Because bitch, she showed up and she pulled Cynthia hands out and said, "What that ring at?" Oh, because we came on that rainy day to that goddamn wedding and then your ass divorced. Didn't Wendy tell you selfish?
Hurricane and
Right.
shit.
Exactly. But it was a nice wedding, nevertheless.
So cute. How's your mother? Oh, she's great. Thanks for asking. No, I'm divorced. No, Mom.
But Joyce is very messy for pulling her finger out. Kandi had to look at her like, "Mama, you finna be the first one I kick the fuck out this bitch."
Okay.
Go home with the dog, because you getting on my nerve. So Ty is here. Ty is in the back. And I think when Ty hugged Drew, this is the only moment that RHOA and Bravo, the producers, got that they were able to use and continue to use over and over. I guess they couldn't find any other moment that Drew and Ty hugged or were clinked up together. So this is that moment that we kept seeing of both of them hug. This is the only moment that they had. I don't know what other evidence or proof they have to say that this girl is fucking her, or if this is just something to spark some interest in the show. I don't know.
Mimi, what is going on?
I'm gonna say this. What is done in the dark will come to the light. And I'm gonna leave it right there. I attempted to look at some of the comments and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna say a word. What's done in the dark will come to light, period. My energy and where I'm going is, I'm so far past some fuck shit. I'm pardon my language, my followers. I'm so far past. People are allowed to do what they want to do, right or wrong. People are gonna do what they want to do, and if that's what you choose to go do, by all means. But it's gonna come out.
So let me ask you this: has the rapper reached?
Yeah, dude.
Ready for the sound check. Ralph knows when to show up and look the part of a great husband. That's the part that sometimes I don't understand. I'm always wondering, like, who is my real husband? Because sometimes I don't know. Okay. This is a big night for me, and I just need all the drama to go to the side so I can focus on performing, celebrating the movie. It is a beautiful time, and I just want all to be positive.
Mona gonna definitely put Ty and Mimi back on the show next season. Believe that. They will be back on Love and Hip Hop next season. Watch.
If you know what's good for her, then she'll bring Ty on as her love.
Come on now, and if Marlo and Sheree know what's good, they'll bring Mimi on as a friend of the show.
Come on, bitch.
Spark this shit up, Mimi. Spark this shit up, Mimi. Come on here. Mimi already got a nice house.
We wanna
Mimi
see
is
it.
already
We wanna
well
see
established
it.
with money. Mimi will come on here and give Courtney the business, Kenya the business, everybody, Marlo the business, bitch, Sheree the business. But you know who team she gonna hop on?
Kandi.
She gonna hop on. She
Kandi.
close to Kandi, but who gonna bring her on is Sheree and Marlo. That's gonna be a torn thing because I know she cool with them two. You better believe she cool with them two. Birds of a feather fraud, what? Together. Seriously.
Con artists, we know stripping in your past. Somebody done said boosting was in your past. You roll with Marlo, birds of a feather tend to steal together or whatever. Let me find out. Okay. Yes, let me find out. Sheree, you see when they fronted Sheree.
So Ty is here. Allison gave Courtney the Oprah high that Nene gave Kenya.
Yes, I thought I was driving to South Carolina. Hi, friend.
Oh, you gonna give me the Oprah again tonight?
Right down the street. I'm like a one-night stand. I bang you.
I don't know why she did her like that, but I don't even know why Courtney thought it was okay to reach out to her. Why did you think it was okay to hug Courtney, to hug Allison? Just because Ralph is your cousin does not mean you have to associate yourself with this bitch. All you gotta be is cordial. You do not have to associate yourself with Allison and reach out to her and give her no hug or none of that shit. If you feel away already about Drew because Ralph is feeding stuff in your ear, why be so extra as to hug Drew's mom and Drew's sister and Drew's this? All you need to do is leave it at Drew. Ralph, then Drew. Everybody on Ralph's side is who you fuck with. You don't fuck with it. You get what I'm saying? It's like me with your side of the family. I don't know your side of the family as well as you know my side of the family, but I don't go nowhere past your mama and your daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Your auntie Stacy, I don't really go there to that level, but I know that that's somebody who you rank on a very high level in your life. You know what I'm saying? But I deal with immediate. I've spoken to your father, and of course I know your mama. Other than that, you don't go past that. I don't know why she felt the need to reach out and hug Allison. But Allison did what Allison needed to do and showed you that, bitch, I keep that same energy whether the camera's here or not. Bitch, don't reach out to me, ho.
Let me say hi to Allison. Hi. Oh, I can. My bad. Yeah.
But when she's done being fake right here, I want to ask her a few things.
Well, why don't we come to the side and have this conversation so we don't ruin their moment? Let's have it.
When I looked at you across the table, I had asked you.
But they needed Drew to walk over there because this was a conversation going on between two people that are not cast members. And it seemed like they was giving us more than what anybody else is giving us. That's why they got to bring Courtney back. Hell, she brought more drama than anybody else did. She brought drama on episode 1. She bringing drama with touching Kenya too much, and Kenya about to blow a conniption about that. And now she bringing the drama now. Shit, what's the word? Inadvertently, right? She's not even trying to, and she bringing drama. Drew's sister, trying to check her over here to the side. But Drew walks over and says she's confused. Courtney said the same thing, that Drew is confused. And it's just like her momaster, That's what I called her earlier this season, her momaster. Her momaster needs to calm it down. They are just alike. I think that they need to follow up with Ralph's advice and pick your battles. I think in this situation, this is not a battle to be fought. Like, it's not even that serious. Everybody use the word
one of y'all
bitch.
no damn cast member. I'm just telling them things.
Right, but don't. Oh shit. Right, but don't do Courtney like that though. Check yourself, boo. Don't do Courtney because they'll. But I love that bitch. But I love her.
Because I was asking you, well, who were you calling a bitch? You never said it was actually me. Don't ever call me a bitch again. Okay, I didn't deserve that.
Have you ever called her a bitch?
No. You said that because you know you talked to Ralph. Because you heard that Ralph said it.
It's my birthday weekend. So I turned 40, bro.
She promised that she did.
I said that bitch in a reference. It came to me. To you.
But we never got
I apologize.
I don't understand. I'm confused. I'm just very flabbergasted at this moment.
I think that Drew is confused.
The only reason I'm apologizing is to get Drew to shut up. It's so stupid.
You never.
Kenya always getting in shit that she knows nothing about. I think that she needs to sit the fuck down. She stands up in between them and says, she gets crazy with her hands or something like that. Girl, shut up, because if she would have mollywopped your ass from the back, then what, Kenya? Then what? Just please sit down and stop always jumping in people's shit. You make stuff physical all the time. That things could get physical just by you stepping in between them and somebody deciding to hit you because you stepped in between them. That's too close to be stepping in between them. That's definitely personal space. You could have just pulled them back instead of stepping in between them. That was a bit much, Kenya. It's like you want somebody to hit you every time. How is Drew and her sister gonna feel when they watch this back over and see that she didn't call Drew a bitch, that she actually called Tanya a bitch?
They still gonna they gonna stand 10 toes down because that's all they got to stand on.
You call my sister a bitch, and you looked me right in my face and you said no.
I definitely did not say that, Drew, but I would never call you or anyone else at this table a bitch.
I don't want people to lie. Just be honest, because we could have got past it.
A lie at that moment.
But don't I'm gonna forget all the moves. Girl, if my energy you going it's not right, I'm gonna be like, admitted that it was
You guys
reference
said, yes,
to me.
I have,
You
and
said, because I was asking, well, who were you calling a bitch? You never said it was actually me. All of your extraness can just go.
You know the these hands are probably. Yeah, it's too much. I'm done.
You didn't address anything.
I'm not gonna keep talking about this all night. That's what I'm not
because I'm gonna get on stage.
Good. So you should prepare yourself for that.
This is so annoying, especially because we're all grown-ups. We're not in kindergarten. We all use bitch.
Kandi hugged Marlo, and I was so happy to see that she was willing to hug Marlo, smile, and you know, not be shady towards her. It was just unfortunate that Kenya spoke, but Kenya was very shady, like very dismissive, like an Aquarius is. So Sheree shows up. She got her blonde look going on. She looked very cute with her blonde. I was gonna say she needed to tone it, but when the light dimmed, it looked toned. But I guess you do need to tone it, because when the light is on, it's when
Bitch, I need to tone. It's time for me to tone my shit.
No, hers look real bad. So, but it looks good though. No, for real though, it looks good. So they show the trailer for the movie, and the trailer is very spicy.
It's been pussy.
The trailer is spicy.
Dion and I, we try to pay.
I don't have a desire to be with another man.
Ladies, now that is what you call acting.
Drew is a great actress. Drew is a great actress, like we said before. If you sleeping on Drew, y'all need to wake up. Drew needs to go audition more for other roles and shit. She really should. Kandi walks over here and talks to Joyce. She said Joyce has been going to counseling sessions, and I think that's really good for Joyce. I'm so glad that Joyce is able to go to counseling sessions and get her shit together. Maybe Kandi stopped the allowance if you don't go to counseling. Maybe that's what she told Joyce. No money if you don't go check yourself out. You get some money if you check yourself out. You don't check yourself out, you get no money.
Todd and my mom's relationship is up and down. We have not done family therapy, but my mother has been going to her counseling sessions. I think that we should go to counseling. That would be good. My mother coming tonight to be supportive is a step in the right direction. This has been a run of bad months. The film is finally done. Not to mention, I can say all of them are out of my house. I don't have to worry about anybody else trying to make love in my bed. I am in a really good space right now.
So Drew is getting ready to sing, and she sounded good, but it's already know song. They are running it into the damn ground. It's a good song. I love Already Know, but my God, when I tell you we look back at season 13, I ain't even know they was playing the background music for it then. I was like, damn, they've been running this damn song to the ground, ain't they? So Kandi, they show Kandi's ending, and Kandi didn't win her Tony, unfortunately. But Sheree was able to heal her fibroid so she could fuck her man, or not her man, her friend, because they made sure they put that in her little bio that that's not her man, that's her friend.
That's her deal to work.
But Kandi is working on The Wiz, and her and Todd has Old Lady Gang spinoff coming out. She said they have a spinoff coming out, season 2 of Old Lady Gang, which I think is awesome. Marlo is still working to get her record expunged.
I don't even think he can get any better unless he's going to propose.
Girls, they know they play. They tried to shoot, they shot, but you chose me. Now that I got your attention, watch me work it out, fitness. You about to get the business. Quarantine over no distance. We love when I look back.
I know she will have a peach next season. We don't even have to say that. Jay's a hater. She'll definitely have a peach next week. Don't be mad, y'all.
I think she'll have a peach lick.
No, she'll have a peach.
Left the ring.
Kenya got me rolling. They cut the camera to her, and she's doing the dance that Drew is doing. She is so stupid. She's trying to say, Drew, you running this damn dance and this song into the ground. So in Kenya's closing, they show us the opening of her salon that everybody was in an uproar about after her interview with Carlos King. You know, she explained that they would not show her or the making of her hair salon the whole season. They didn't show it. They didn't even show the event that she had. And so, you know, she was feeling kind of bad about that, but they did show it at the finale. They made sure they showed her her entire little opening, not entire, but you know, a little snippet of her opening, a scene or something that we didn't even get to see.
I saw the sketch, but I didn't know it was gonna look like this.
That's gorgeous.
Thank you. Wow.
Cause you already know that it's yours.
But I wish that we did get to see that. I don't know if that was too boring. I don't know if they went through all the footage of her building her salon and realized that this wasn't interesting enough to keep the interest, you know, of the people. So they just took it out. I don't know. But Kenya Moore Hair Salon, they should do a spinoff of Kenya Moore. Have her hire a whole bunch of young people, have them be drama and messy. When I tell you that would be a good show.
I just wanted to comment on. I don't think, did she invite Marlo or anybody? I didn't see Marlo.
No, I seen Sheree, I seen Tanya, I seen Drew, I seen Akila. I did not see Kandi. I did not see Marlo.
So that's probably why. It wasn't no drama thing. It was no use in putting.
I ain't see Kandi or Marlo.
But I do feel like if they was gonna show Marlo a little pop-up shop, Les Archives, then they could have showed Kenya doing her little thing.
Yeah, you mean her charity event, Marlo little charity event that they showed us last
no,
episode?
I'm talking about her pop-up shop, her mall kiosk, Les Archives, bitch.
Hi, Kenya. Hey, how you doing? You see the way I don't make direct eye contact? That's because it will release the beast, and I don't want to do that.
I am feeling so triumphant. I just want to bask in this moment.
Bonus scene 8. So they did just what Jay and I said they were gonna do. Was said what they did do. They went back to Drew's home and recorded Drew, you know, whole life, basically just to get her in her misery, just to get her miserable, just to get her, you know, sad and stuff. You know, they cut the filming just to go back to get them, you know, more of them, which I found just kind of like, damn, this is why a lawsuit is happening now against NBC. They're trying to gather a lawsuit, or it's already been filed, or there's alleged claims going around that NBC provides a lot of alcohol but not enough food, and they're willing to get you drunk as fuck and have you act a damn fool on TV and not have enough benefits, right? And they don't even have enough benefits for reality stars like the Writers Guild and all those things. So Bethany, I think, is leading a coalition of women or reality stars who are coming against their production companies and networks to make them pay up for some mistakes that, you know, that may not have been mistakes back in the day that are now mistakes today because of cultural appropriation, right?
What's y'all next chapter, child? Because the streets is talking. This is crazy. Oh my God. This is bad. The Real Housewives of Atlanta Drew Sidor's husband, Ralph Pittman's files for divorce after nearly 9 years of marriage. Unfortunately, we have made the difficult decision.
I'm sad. Oh, they showed their wedding picture. I can't stop reading about it, right? I feel so bad for them, you know?
But only Marlo would keep making references to Love and Hip Hop, because she done brought up Shake the Table like K. Michelle, and she is speaking of Mimi. Now, what I wish they would do is explain who Mimi is. They're speaking of Mimi like, if you in Atlanta, you know Mimi, or like Mimi gonna be on the show and
we gonna see who
this person is. They're not. They normally would not do that, but they are not giving us enough. But I got a great feeling that Mimi will be on here next season. I have a really good feeling. I think they're gonna try to bring her on. I think Sheree is gonna try to be messy, or Kandi is gonna try to be messy and bring Mimi. Somebody is going to bring Mimi Faust. Mark my words. Somebody gonna bring Mimi Faust. You seen that? And you know somebody that left the show because of Drew? Eva. I think Eva left the show because of Drew. They were in that movie together with Amber Rose where they were sisters, and I think that they have some secrets about each other, and I think that she didn't want, whatever. They stopped filming just to go over to her house. Only Marlo would keep making references to Love and Hip Hop, where she made references to Mimi and K. Michelle. But I feel like she is right. The blogs did say that they were running and racing to the courts. That's not a lie. Marlo was right. If y'all remember, the blog said they were racing to the courts. They filed minutes after one another. Drew kind of cleared it up in this moment, letting us know that in fact, she made it there 51 or 61 minutes before him. She either said 61 or 51 minutes before him.
Yeah, no, that's tough. Losing your family.
Girl.
So wait, he found?
Well, on here it says he did, but then when you click on another one, it says they were racing to get there. She got there an hour before him. I'm like, what is going on?
Public divorce. So, if you need anything, I know it's not a fun time. Even though you and I have had our differences, I don't wish, anything like that on anybody.
The lawyer he got went to the media, and that's why the headline was he filed. It was like so messy. And then as they got court documents, they saw actually I got 61 minutes before.
This sounds like Michael and William playing Mario Kart. Drew must have thrown a banana peel. Now, what the streets are saying is that she's dating Ty, the basketball player Mimi's ex.
What up?
How are you? That's what the street's saying now.
So Monietta has a confessional. They went through all the ladies' confessionals, and then they stopped at Monietta. And Monietta kind of explained she's the only one that claims she heard Drew say out of her mouth that, she has a little cuddy buddy, flirtatious buddy who she be flirting with, who is Ty. You can't believe everything Monietta say, only because she's exaggerated other things in the past. She is very exaggerated with things like when Marlo slammed the door. Yeah, Marlo slammed the door, but all the extra pulling of the neck and shit. Even in episode 1 or 2, whenever it was that they were at the city winery, and she tried to make a big deal that Marlo said, "Oh, Kandi let Monietta come out."
Yes. Right? And you said that you felt like last year she was trying to play you.
She definitely tried to play me. Oh, I guess Kandi let her come talk, and I was really trying to see what was going on.
You said that in Jamaica.
You don't talk behind people back.
I like you and I love my sister Kandi.
Exactly.
And you said, Marlo, as long as you're respectful to me, that's all that matters.
And you were not. It's about kindness.
So is that all you had to say to me, beautiful?
Girl, bye.
No.
Okay. Kandi, what's going on with Blaze?
That was all they played. It was nothing. She told Kandi that was a big deal. And even Kandi didn't understand her going off about that. Like, okay. Like, I don't understand why Monietta is trying to portray this hardness that's really not her. Like, it's not her to be, honey. I normally don't negotiate with terrorists.
I think you're giving Monietta too much.
Yeah, they're giving her too much.
No, you're giving her too much, like I said. The fuck?
She can go. Bye, blockhead.
You don't even know me like that.
What's all this?
Ain't no killer, but don't push me. I don't hear anybody, child. I don't hear nothing. So I get what she was saying.
How can we bring it back together?
Oh, we can't. I'm straight. I'm straight. It ain't even no nice to me no more. Like you said, Pookie and them, I got Ray Ray in them, and they some gorillas.
The Cleveland girl was ready to get on the phone and call Pookie and them to come over there and whoop your ass. Don't call Ray Ray now. Do not call Ray Ray now. I think I know Ray Ray now.
She'll get me
Guess what? If she gonna go, she can take Courtney and Marlo with her.
Well, she can take Courtney, but not Marlo and not Tanya. And not Sheree.
Tanya and Sheree can skip to the loo out the motherfucking door together.
Ralph's birthday party, I heard that Drew was there with a girl that she was dating, Ty.
Drew met Ty on set.
Drew and I talking. Drew says, me and my husband don't work out. I'm gonna talk to my crush. And so we're laughing. I'm like, we're like, who's the crush? And she says, Ty.
The rumor mills say Ty and Drew hooked up.
Hey, I'm starting off kind of working on Mommy Nation stuff. So for tomorrow, what else do we need?
We need to bring tables and chairs. If you want to tell Rakeem to get some table covers.
That's what I was thinking, if we need a table.
So now we down to Sanya, scene 9, and I just want to say, for somebody to be pressuring Sanya to get pregnant and saying it might be a problem or it might cause a problem in their relationship for them not to have a baby, you wasn't there. You was there when she gave you the pregnancy test, of course. But you wasn't there when she went to go get the first ultrasound. You wasn't there when she had the miscarriage. You wasn't there when she explained it to Deuce.
He was there at the first one when Deuce came with them. It was him, Deuce, and her, and Jackie.
Can I come in? I'm talking about this time.
Oh, this time.
Confirmatory test.
All right.
So, She came to
You
do
right about that. Somebody else. Oh yeah, you showed me a tweet that said the same thing. You right
So
about
why
that.
the hell?
But before
What
you
the
even
hell?
said that, somebody did say that Ralph is never around.
Ralph.
I always get the name messed up. Ross is never around. That's what Sheree asked her. Girl, how y'all supposed to be doing it if he always gone? That's true. That's what she even asked her that. Marlo, one of them asked her that.
Okay. So you've been working? Been trying to catch up on all the things.
Everything was fine at my 5-week checkup. But when I went back to Dr. Jackie for my 7-week checkup, she told me that the baby wasn't growing and it looked like it was no longer a viable pregnancy.
Yeah, but now it's time for you to relax. Look, I'm as zen as I can be. I just can't believe that, my body still hasn't recovered.
And so I told Dr. Jackie that, okay, I'll now do the DNC, but I was traveling on Thursday. And so she said, okay, go on your trip, and when you come back, we'll have the DNC on Monday. And so I go to New York thinking I'd be fine and make it back in time, and had the most traumatic miscarriage. Tough time.
You're not drinking enough of this thing, though.
I know.
You
I
need
still
to.
have a bit of appetite. Like, I still feel
But
like...
you have to.
I know. Mom, you have no idea how traumatic it was for me.
I know. I felt bad that I wasn't there. I felt so helpless,
I was rushed off in an ambulance to the hospital. I lost so much blood that I had to get a blood transfusion, especially not having Ross there, being by myself. It was really, really hard.
I literally thought I was gonna die.
But I think now it's time for you to just take a beat. I love you.
Love you too.
But I think that as we speak right now, we've seen Tanya on Instagram and she is pregnant. So she did lose her baby. She told us in her new confessional, they gave her 2 new confessionals. And as you can see, one of them, she's visibly pregnant. Which is why women wait to tell people. But she was very anxious, and she's not the only woman who was doing it at that time, and not the only woman who has done it before her or after her and will continue to do it. They're going to continue to do it. So I don't
Listen,
blame
honey, it didn't
her.
have nothing to do with that.
You right.
It had a lot to do with her keeping her goddamn peach. Because the season was finna be finished.
Yep. That's really what it was. Tanya knows the formula, like we've been saying since season 14 when she first got on here. We said, mark our words, she's gonna get pregnant. We said that. She know if she following Phaedra pharmacy, she gonna get. Pharmacy.
She needs some more vodka. Yeah, can somebody give me some more vodka, please?
I don't know. She's just not normal. Something in the buttermilk ain't clean.
I'm such a...
It's a regimen, bitch.
Formula thing. Yeah, she's gonna get pregnant. We went to a commercial. We came back from the commercial. Come back from a commercial, and we're at Drew Sidora's home. Drew getting her. We at the studio where they do the confessionals at. Now I'm surprised that we get this type of insight. First of all, I did not know that they film all of this. So these ladies sign a contract that they're basically filming a documentary, because they filmed them from the time they pull up to the door, and everything beyond that. I did not know that Drew got out the car like it was nothing. Like, she's just used to the cameras being here at the confessional place recording her. So apparently this is something they've been doing, documenting their makeup getting done and everything. I never knew that.
It's 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
I gotta go arrange.
Okay, great. We can get you out of here.
I just need to get away. Hey, girl.
Hey, how are you?
I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are the kids doing?
Today, I felt.
So, Sheree is being nosy. She just ended her confessional, and Drew's confessional started. And Jay brought something to my attention that the confessional that they're showing that Sheree is ending on is a confessional that she had just been very shady towards Drew in, which is one of her longest confessionals. Well, her longest confessional is her blue confessional. That's her longest confessional that they carried on throughout the season. But this yellow confessional would be her second longest confessional that they carried throughout the season for a very long time. And Sheree was very nasty. So for her to get up and be done with this confessional look and go immediately in here to this girl and act like you are concerned about her divorce or whatever she's going through was very fake. It was very fake, and Jay brought that to my attention. That is true. She said a lot of shit about you.
It's called full of shit-itis.
Energy.
Yeah.
I know exactly how you feel. Like, you can call me anytime.
Appreciate you. Yes,
All right, love you. I'll see you soon, okay?
Okay, we'll do. Bye.
Hi. How are you feeling?
It's up and down, It's like a roller coaster of emotions.
I don't even know what to say. You know, of course, I went through
I was just thinking about when I was here and Ralph was here and we were so good.
I love your passion for music. The way you smell, sometimes I say, like, you smell like a husband right now.
Husband?
Breathe. I am.
Are you ready to talk about Ralph?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Let's go.
Okay. It has been a lot of things that have been happening over the course of the marriage. I lost my voice in the marriage, and I allowed things that no woman should ever allow. I mean, I allowed him having inappropriate relationships with women. I allowed Tampa.
So I asked you for the divorce. We ended up getting into a pretty big argument, and that's when I said, that I wanted to file for divorce.
And honestly, things were just not getting better.
And what was the argument about? Let me get my lawyer.
Am I okay to actually talking about like what happened?
No. Okay, got it.
What happened that day? What made you file that day?
I'm gonna call my lawyer.
In her filing, she's saying that there was some type of infidelity.
Yeah, we're going to be responding to that in our pleading. But, yeah.
Did he ever come back to your room?
I came back after the movie.
No. Can't do this. It's too new, you know?
Okay, let's take a break.
Thank you. God, I have 27 messages.
Drew's team can come in?
So Ralph comes and he filmed the next day after Drew, March 4th. Drew filmed March 3rd, and Ralph looks good as fuck with this red on. I already said that early in the season. They both said, let me call my attorney. They are just alike. People would say they're soulmates. No, they're not soulmates. They just piggyback off one another. They are alike because they've been together for so long. It's like untraining yourself to be an individual and not
he done trained her ass real
no,
good.
but it's not that. It's that they're one, and that's the thing. They're one. It's like twins. They've been together for so long that they think alike, that they act alike.
You
it's
do
like
realize that
reversing
we
that.
have been together just about as long as they have, right?
I was really astounded by this. Did you notice that since Ralph and Drew couldn't speak about it, they got Courtney to speak about it? That was very messy of them. It was like they basically showed us what they did. Oh, you can't talk about it? Oh, you can't talk about it? Shoo! The damn thing just switched over. So what do you know? Okay, we know that she's bisexual, and that's no secret, right? Right?
No,
we know that, right? Right. Right.
God, I have 27 messages.
Drew's team can come in?
Are Drew and Ty dating?
Ty and Drew, they have a friendship together, and that's pretty much as far as I can actually say. I can't talk about it.
Well, I had heard Drew's a good time. She's bisexual.
So you cheated on your husband with me.
I cheated?
Yeah. We kissed.
We never kissed, girl. That was such a bold-faced lie.
And I was like, really? So I just asked Ralph. It was no secret. Like, she has fun with girls too, but he's aware of it.
Have you ever kissed a woman, Drew?
I've never kissed a woman.
What do you know about Drew and her girlfriend?
I know that Drew visits her.
Where is she visiting her?
Texas. I know that Ralph has a lot of the discovery.
What do you mean Ralph has a discovery?
You know, like when you're going through a divorce, you have to provide evidence, and it's called discovery. And I know that Ralph feels pretty confident about the discovery that he has.
I can't talk about it.
I have pictures of them on my phone, but I wasn't going to say that on camera. Y'all shouldn't leave me in your vodka home. Now we see why she was pushing so hard for that adoption. Because she was like, adopt this child so I can go be in my gay lover relationship and you pay the bills.
But you know what? I must say, they say you are what you eat, and I guess Courtney eat a lot of chicken. Because that bitch damn sure giving cuckoo birds, girl.
Leave her the fuck alone. Leave her alone. Don't do her like that.
Goddamn Peckley she was doing in the first episode, bitch. She was goddamn...
Don't do her like that.
Girl.
They ended up, I guess, telling Courtney, we can't really say this is facts, but it seemed like they would have portrayed to Courtney that the cameras were down. For the camera's lens to be facing up towards the ceiling, Courtney was under the belief that this is not being filmed. But like Jay said, they forget that in that contract, when you're under so much vodka and brown liquor, you forget the wording in the contract, all those release forms, and I'm pretty sure it slipped your mind that we are recording you at all times. It don't say that, but it says it in so many words and so many times. I'm sure they done put it in there that at any point in time when the mic is on and on your body or around you, we're going to record. Now, if they didn't, that's low down and trifling for them to do that, but they definitely
They
got
can do
her.
that.
That's sad. That's something you can't be mad at her and say
But that's what I'm
she
trying to
wanted her
tell you,
mouth.
Justin.
This was
That's what I'm
outside
trying to
of.
tell you. They know it's not outside of. Anytime you're in our presence, believe that we have record of it. We're filming it. We're recording it.
So you would fault her? You would say fault her for this? Courtney. For telling my business, like if she Drew and Drew's sister.
If I was Ralph, I would say, why are you running your mouth like this in front of people who you don't know? Period.
Right. Fuck the camera being on. Because if the camera wasn't on, that means you still would
You
have said
still
it.
running your mouth in front of people who
Right.
don't need to know all this
But
business.
the
that you're
people,
trying to
us,
tell.
anybody saying that she said this on purpose on camera is wrong. She didn't say this on purpose on camera.
No, she didn't. But she don't think. She wasn't thinking.
I think the low down trifling part is to make somebody believe that cameras are down, like they did with the Bolo situation. That was low down and trifling.
Well,
they
she
made
should've learned
them
her goddamn lesson
believe.
then.
Yeah, she should have. All of y'all should know, even down to a mic.
Right.
They were so low down as to put that in there as a bonus to linger the singing on. Remember that? Like they lingered that on so that we could catch all that drama. Like what? Kandi and
Because
Cynthia
that's the
set
clause
that
that's in
up.
their goddamn contract. At any point in time that you are in our presence, we have the right to document what is going on. So you are to anticipate that at any point in time, at any given time, we are recording your ass.
And they use that shit, and that's sad. They will use that shit against you. These producers and editors are not y'all friends. Drew is gagging. As the news breaks, they just came to her and let her know that news is breaking currently that you are fucking tied right now. And I don't know if Drew put this out about herself to upset Ralph and to get, her
Ralph did
confessional
that
more,
shit.
or if Ralph put it out
to help the divorce,
knowing that
So
they
that
were going
way
to be
he
at this
could-
confessional.
No,
or
fuck the
what?
confessional. He did that because of the divorce.
Well, somehow
in a
this
divorce,
dropped at
it
the
looks
confessional
great when
at the
you
proper
have
time.
5,000 people saying Drew cheated and you only got 2 or 3 people saying that Ralph cheated. The judge is more inclined to listen to the 5,000.
And Drew's confessional was 5 days after filing, they said, which means his would have been 6 days. They filmed Drew March 3rd, 2022. They filmed him March 4th, 2022.
Is it everywhere? It's everywhere.
Don't freak out.
I'm freaking. Tom, do you see the stories like literally going viral?
Yep, 2151. Yep. That's how those things.
It is such a low reach.
Did you see Drew and Vegas?
80% I did see them kiss.
80, what's the other 20?
I don't know what the hell. Drew got me confused the way she lied. I don't know. Drew got me believing her.
What do you think your life is going to look like without Ralph?
Courtney gagged when she gagged me when she came up with this whole theory of, Drew might have was going so hard to get this boy adopted because she knew that the divorce was coming. And I don't even know if Courtney came up with this theory of her on her own, or if this is Ralph's venting to Courtney and Courtney just taking her cousin's side, because this is my cousin. And you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let him
I need
vent
the
to me.
ancestry. I would need to see the 23andMe, bitch.
Right. I don't know what that is about, but it's definitely given either she could have came up, she could have been, a fan of the show, or not so much a fan, but know that about the show and felt that way, or Ralph done said that to her.
It's
I don't
giving
know.
kissing cousins, bitch.
Yeah, well, yeah,
It's
yeah.
giving kissing cousins,
It
girl.
could be, yeah. He did rub down that booty. We know that.
You look so good. I am so
Good to see you. This is Bryce. Bryce.
God.
What? Hey, cousin.
Hey, cousin.
What? You know him? You know him?
Yeah.
You know him?
Forever. Yeah.
We did
Shut
a
up.
movie together.
Shut up.
How many years ago?
Maybe.
This is one thing I can believe Drew is telling the truth about. Ralph probably does come up with some crazy accusations. That's something about an Aquarius. My mom's mom, my grandmother, is an Aquarius, and I know some of her history for accusing my mom and her siblings and my granddaddy of things that were so far-fetched and off the wall that it would cause family trauma and family damage and mental trauma to her children, the things that she would accuse them of. And I know that I have that accusation spirit. My mom definitely has that accusation spirit. And I don't know if it's an Aquarius thing or what, but I feel like it's an Aquarius thing. I know Marlo will accuse a bitch in a heartbeat for some shit. Now, Kenya, I don't know. I think she will, but Marlo damn sure will. And I know I have that thing about me. But I can feel Drew when she says that, and I know you probably relate with her on that level.
Is there any truth to what the blogs have been saying?
I have not logged on. I literally didn't hear this until I was sitting here and got that text.
Are you blogs?
Are we recording?
Insinuating I'm more like
Oh, Lord.
Have you heard this rumor before?
From Ralph?
Ralph?
Heard it from Ralph.
So you think Ralph leaked this to the press?
I believe.
Who is this person?
The person that, she's a former WNBA player. I met her on the set. Oh, Kandi's movie. Yeah.
What was she doing on the set of Kandi's movie?
She was my co-star's friend.
Was she friends with your female romantic partner?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He started to conjure up things that I may be doing, and it was various things. And this allegation was one.
Is that for you? Yeah. It is at.
Reading this is crazy. They live in the same home, but they are not talking. They are co-parenting and cohabitating.
But that's because Ralph filed in the divorce that he wanted the house. A lot of men.
It says that it's his home. That's what it says. But I'm like, how?
That's what. Because season 13, when they was buying this house, he left her out of the paperwork. He kept her out of the loop, and that's because he knew, bitch, when I leave, when we get done, this house gonna be all for me, bitch, because I done did all the work. I got all the paperwork in order. All my name is signed on all this paper, and your shit ain't, because she wasn't even there. She was in South Carolina when he signed the last papers to buy the house. And she was just confused, asking, could you like what's going on? I want to be in the loop.
I remember that. I think that they should have put at the end of Drew's bio that Drew will have a peach next season. She has earned her peach, okay? Giving us all that she's given us. And I think that earning your peach is giving us your life, your reality, like 2000s reality TV series. And when I say 2000s, early 2000s, I mean true life.
Your sister going crazy.
The surreal life.
Your husband breaking up with you.
All of that.
All Drew storylines.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That is true. That is when you don't know that, when you act as if the camera is not there and I'm just giving you my authentic self, you then earn your peach. But when you are not able to be yourself, even if Drew is hiding some things, she's doing it well. Because the stuff that she's putting out here is coming off very authentic, and it's enough that it's quenching our need for reality. You get what I'm saying? I just think that our cup is so big because they've given us so much, that with Drew just giving us what she's giving us, we need more to fill up our cup. So we need Kenya to give more.
We done showed up to the party with a jug of milk at this point. We like,
I need
what's
them to.
What's going on? Y'all giving us the bare minimum.
Right. I need Kenya to have more of a storyline. I need Marlo to have more of a storyline. Kandi to not just be the one with some rich shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Kandi be the only one with rich people shit going on, while y'all giving us Drew and her whole life story. And Tanya just was thrown in here because she worked for NBC and must have slipped and fell at the damn corporate office, and in her settlement they gave her a peach. Allegedly. That's what it's giving.
She said for my final request.
Please.
Okay.
They said, okay, we'll make a call. Right over to Andy. Hey, Andy, yeah, we got this girl over here, and they gave it to her. Kenya's right. These girls don't deserve a peach. But I honestly would say, if it came down to Courtney and Mondietta, I would give Courtney the peach. Not Mondietta. I would not give Mondietta the peach.
Split that bitch in half. Y'all gonna put
right. I don't know if Porsha is coming back next season, but more than likely Porsha will not be back. Me and Jay think that Porsha's probably...
Porsha living a good life, bitch.
Hell yeah. She said, there's no need to. But if she does come back, then good luck. Just, Marlo, this is not going to be good for you, girl. You're going to have too many people against you because, bitch, Porsha is not that girl.
She went on Ultimate Girls Trip. We didn't even watch Porsha on Ultimate Girls Trip.
Oh, Marlo going to be on Ultimate Girls Trip. Oh, that's going to be real good. They should have put Marlo on there with Kathy Hilton.
Child, she going to need a translator come with her.
Kathy Hilton is Paris mama, right?
Yeah.
That's the one that's on there?
They gonna put Kathy
Hilton,
no, ma'am.
Marlo, Ramona.
Kathy Hilton people. Y'all better make sure she show up with cash only, bitch.
And a security guard.
Marlo gonna be done swiped every goddamn credit card.
Okay. She goes, don't do Kathy and don't do Marlo, but put them on there together, please. Andy, be messy. If Andy be messy like that and put them two on there together, that would be so damn good. Oh my God, Marlo and Miss Kathy Hilton on one season together. Oh my God, that would be good.
Let me tell y'all something. I had a dream, and somebody came to me and told me Marlo Hampton was a witch. That bitch could look at your skull and telepathically get your social security number. All right, y'all, let's go shopping. Kandi, give me your cards. We go shopping. Quiet as is kept, Kandi. That bitch probably already got it. You better check your damn account, Kandi. Nene, she was vying for your card too, talking about she could go shopping with y'all card. Bitch, you already did. You quiet as is kept.
I am Rico Bellucci.
And I'm Jay Bellucci.
And we thank you guys so much for tuning in to this entire season of The Real Housewives. There I go again. I did that last year. The Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm sleepy as hell, ready to go to bed. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be back for the reunion. Wait till you guys see this reunion setup, bitch. You ain't want me to say that?
No, because you always gotta be giving it away and shit.
Just want we stay fly, yeah. Baby.
You know,
they always do that song.
I need to build us a front.
All right, y'all, we are out. Press the stop button.
Bye.
Bye. All right, everybody. I'm Rico Bellucci.
And I'm Jay Bellucci.
Thank you guys for tuning in. This was a long ass fucking episode.
Was it?
Yes, this was a long ass fucking episode.
Oh, yeah.
I know it was. What does it say? 1 hour
54 minutes.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. And we done talked a lot in this video.
But I got up and peed like twice, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You got up and peed twice. You got up to roll up the blunt, all of that shit. Anyway, make sure you check out our podcast, Everywhere Podcasts Can Be Heard, the Urban Binge Radio Podcast, Everywhere Podcasts Can Be Heard, the Urban Binge Radio Podcast. Check us out, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Follow us everywhere you can follow us on social media, at Rico Bellucci on Twitter and on Instagram and on Facebook. You can find Jay at Jay on Instagram and at Jay Bellucci, at Jay Bellucci on Instagram, and make sure you guys check out the OnlyFans. The OnlyFans is at, what is it? At the Dictator Show, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll put it below, DICK, Dictator Show. And we have some content coming there. We're going to make sure that it does not cost our arm and a leg. We're going to try to make sure it costs the bare minimum for you guys. Whatever is the minimum that OnlyFans will charge us, it will stay there until we blow up more. Now, when we have a bitch on like T.S. Madison or somebody like that, and you bitches is paying more, so you better pay for that monthly subscription, because you pay by the video, then you're gonna fuck around and miss out on a great ass interview.
Bitch, we get Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union. She wanna talk about how she lick his booty hole, bitch. It's over with.
Oh yeah, you never know. You never know how well this could go. But this is gonna be a great
now, I'm
show.
Just saying, I don't know what she do,
hosted by the one and the only Jay Bellucci. You guys are gonna love it. It's just sex is what we're talking on this show. Sex. And we may put the show on AMP like Kandi, follow up behind Kandi and put it on AMP, maybe. But we'll see you guys later. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Follow us at the Urban Binge, and listen to our podcast, like I said earlier, at the Urban Binge Radio Podcast, everywhere podcasts can be heard. We are out. Bye.
Bye.
The Urban Binge Radio Podcast,
where we discuss viral topics, hot jams, new artists, fun, and informative interviews and conversations. This is your news stop for the hottest trend in urban culture news. 2 shows, 1 podcast, The Urban Binge Show and Sunday Flow Show, powered by The Urban Binge.
The Urban Binge Radio Podcast. Listen anywhere podcast can be heard.
It was just a blessing in disguise. A blessing in disguise. A blessing in disguise.